There's a show in town, it's going down. Every week we're back on solid ground. Steel toe slipping, but we're gripping. Got the tea to spill, it's always flipping. From April's script to Erin's glee. Oh, this drama's just a spree. Polydrama, legal trauma, another win. Oh, that's the karma. This little piggy went to YouTube. This little piggy's on Rumble now. This little piggy's begging for dollars, and this little piggy's breaking down. Wow! Every week when we cap it slow, tune in for this little piggy show. From revenge porn to felony, it's a circus, can't you see? The toe is bent, the goal is spent. His empire crumbles, all hell sent. April's playlist on repeat. Erin's lies we can't defeat. The countdown's on, it won't take long to see this piggy squeal his song. This little piggy went to YouTube. This little piggy's on Rumble now. This little piggy's begging for dollars, and this little piggy's breaking down. Wow! Every week we'll recap it slow. Tune in for this little piggy show. Oh, this little piggy ain't missing a thing. Just sit back, laugh, and watch the king.
Welcome to This Little Piggy, a weekly roundtable discussion about the Steel Toe Morning Show, and the show hosted by Cum Slurping McGee, Erin Imholte. I'm Carl from Weight Watchers. With me, as always, is Patrick Melcher from Nobody Likes Onions. What's up, Patrick?
What's up? Got a new sign?
I love it. Happy for you, buddy. Looks like a lot of time and effort went into that sign.
Yes.
Use it proudly.
It's a good craft.
Also joining us once again is Haley from Pretty Antisocial. Hello, Haley.
Hey guys, how are y'all?
Fantastic.
Good.
And back again on the program is Adam Bush from Who Are These Podcasts. What's up, Adam?
Thank you so much for inviting me. So happy to be here with so much going on.
So happy that you are here. And I want to remind everybody that if you want to give money to my attorney, supertip.gg/WATP is a fantastic way to do that. And it's always very much appreciated. Guys, I have to start with the news of the day. It's a little bit of a downer, but one of the great ones has passed. One of the ones that we'll be talking about for years to come. A guy who had lots of viewers. He had a lot of people talking about him online. King Cobra JFS was found by his father. Unresponsive. His father made a video about it. Very sad stuff.
Hello, I'm Josh's dad, and there's a lot of rumors going around. So
He's got a pretty nice setup for his little Does he podcast or something?
Is that Kumia's house?
Yeah, it kind of looks like
idea.
lots of shelves and trinkets and stuff.
Yeah, it's nice.
I wanted to make a video for Josh. I went to Josh's house yesterday to take him to the doctor, and when I got there, he was sleeping. I tried to wake him up. He was not responsive or breathing. I realized that his lips were blue, and I tried to revive him. But he was already dead. I got on today to delete all of his social media because fuck you is how I'm feeling. But I realized that would not be fair to his fans, and it's certainly nothing he would want.
King Cobra have fans?
First of all, this is a cope because I noticed this video is not on his not on King Cobra's channel. He went on to delete the social media and realized he couldn't access it. He had to delete it.
Oh, you think that's what's going on?
Yeah, of course. I mean, why wouldn't he put this on his channel then?
That's a good point. You're right. But it also would be shitty to just like take down all this guy's legacy and everything. You'd only have like the other people who have clipped him to make fun of him. You don't be able to find that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just emotional, man. You know,
I
what
know.
do you do? You don't know what to do at this, you know. It's rough.
I wouldn't personally make a crying video. I'd put out a statement maybe online or something like that.
Well, that's the question. I'm assuming he hasn't ever done this before. The way he introduced himself to everybody, he's not a regular character. Maybe he was even disapproving of this whole lifestyle, and it's just incredible to see that if it's true, the day his son dies, he starts streaming the next day and makes this video. He's his son right now looking at the camera doing whatever King Cobra used to do, trying to come to terms with all of it.
The chat is losing their shit about why we're doing this. And I have a theory that
Yeah.
Carl's trying to make Dabble Point the new This Little Piggy, and he's going to try to make This Little Piggy about everything but Erin. This is fucking ridiculous what you're doing.
Is this what's going on?
This isn't about King
That's
Cobra.
not
What are you doing?
What
No one watched this guy in the Dabbleverse.
What I'm doing is drawing a connection between one Erin Imholte and one King Cobra. Because King Cobra had a lot of viewers, had a lot of attention, had subreddits dedicated to him, channels dedicated to him. And Erin claims that anytime somebody watches him, it's a W for him. Meanwhile, Erin is King Cobra. All right, does he do a slightly better show?
Erin's dead?
Not yet. But we all will eventually.
I can't wait to hear from his dad.
There will be no crying in that video.
We don't know. You can't say that.
That's
Right.
true. I don't know the answer to that. All right, do you guys want to get into what's going on with our buddy Erin?
Yeah, why not?
While we're here, figure it out. It turns out that Erin has decided to change back again because he was the shock jock who makes shit up, and you shouldn't believe anything he says because he doesn't care. He's not going for the truth. And now all of a sudden he's not a liar again, which I thought was odd. In fact, I'm going to play you this clip of Erin explaining this, and then we'll explore that a little bit.
And he'll get a slap on the wrist, if anything. Get there. Erin, why is it that your tits don't lie, but you do? I don't. My tits don't lie, and I don't lie. How dare you? That is another cope that they're. Oh, hobo! Don't be one of those steel toe coper guys. That's an ugly look. They're like, Erin lies, and you're like, about what? And they're like, he just does. Don't you get it? Like, yes, you're right. You're not mentally ill. Take your pills.
He's really good at arguments when he argues with himself. He won't have any of us on to explain all the lies, but he'll.
Is his assertion that we can't come up with something he's lied about? And
That's
we all grasp at straws.
That's what's crazy about this. So when he came out and said that, guys, I'm not lying, I'm just shit talking. Yeah, I just make shit up because that's what you do when you're doing a show. That was just a few weeks ago. That was after I caught him lying because he said, I called Carl from the beginning. I knew this guy was a fraud and a phony. And then I played the clip of Erin getting excited to be asked to be on my show and saying what a great show it was. So there was proof, one of the examples of obviously many. And then he had to come out and say, no, I'm just playing a character. I'm just a shock jock. None of this is real. And now he's back to he doesn't lie anymore.
Main Vein says John Bolton's dad gave Epstein one of his first jobs at a girls' private school. This might tie into the Epstein thing. Fucking shit. It's just all so interconnected.
Sometimes these clips are.
Yeah, but him saying he doesn't lie could be, if he said I lie all the time last week, and now he's saying he doesn't lie, maybe that's just one of the lies. And
That's true.
It's
so that brings me to a buddy of mine and a very recent lie that's been discussed on my buddy's show, but I wanted to bring it up here.
Opie with 199 says, you cool with Blind Mike. He's more fair than Carl about you. Is he another guy who lives off the toe? I didn't know that. Not trying to insult the guy. It's just feel like if he's ever said anything memorable, I would have heard of it. So I don't know. Maybe is he another guy? Well, I don't want to insult the guy. Is he another guy who can't draw a dime without the toe? If so, that's too bad. But no, I'm sure if he said anything memorable, it would have come across my transom. And so far, goose egg. Sorry, I didn't. Sorry to disappoint you on that.
So Mike sent me a little screen grab of a DM that he received. This was back on January 29th of 2023.
oh
Erin sends a DM to Blind Mike saying, I just got the latest WATS. First episode I've watched. Now I have to go back and watch the others. Nice addition to the Who Are These universe. Has Mike ever said anything anyone's ever cared about? I don't know. I don't know anything about that. He just needs me to make money.
That's always his cope, though, is to big time you. Who? what's it? What? I've never heard of them before. But didn't someone send him a clip? The clip of all the times he had talked about Blind Mike. I swear somebody sent it in to him this week and he refused to play it.
Oh, well, I'm sure that happened. Yeah.
Sure.
That's always his move. Refuses to play it.
It's like he doesn't understand that these things can be looked up. We can go back through his history. We can
It's
look
all
at
receipts.
It's
I know.
temporary. It's temporary. I
But he also, I love when he says, "Tell me when I'm lying," and then someone goes, "Well, right here. Here's a video you can watch." Like, oh, I don't want to deal with that.
right.
Who has the
Rather not,
time?
Who has the time to actually look that up and prove that I'm lying about stuff? So Mike actually did a great job covering this on the Blind Mike Project, where he covered a lot of the times when Erin has talked about Mike and known a lot about him, and then all of a sudden it's just like, yeah, I don't know about this guy.
Professed love multiple times. I love Blind Mike.
Oh, Moody's got the compilation in the thread.
Yes. Moody's the one who put this together. Don't ever. Oh,
good. It's almost like Moody is here with us, even though he's way up in the sky.
I wanted to bring a graph, but
Moody's
I didn't have
dead?
time to make one. No.
Moody
But if he knows this
is here
Boston
with us in
radio
spirit.
shit. I wanted to see something. Cherokee Girl says, Blind Mike from Who Are These Socials with Carl. I love Blind Mike. He says, would be happy to talk to you guys about the Boston radio mess. Let Blind Mike know that if he wants to chime into the show to get a hold of us, we'd bring Blind Mike on if he knows this Boston radio shit.
So that's Corey Adam, right?
Yes.
Former co-host. His name comes up. I have a clip later.
Don't pretend like you don't know Corey Adam.
It's been a while.
Big time in him.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Corey Adam? I'm sure if he did anything worth noting, it would have crossed my transcript.
No, I've seen Corey Adam on MLC, so I know I'm aware of him. It's been a few years, though.
Absolutely. Mr. Tony Soprano says, Blind Mike. I love Blind Mike. I would love to have Blind Mike on the program. He is really great. After the Simpcast shows, we maybe should have April on. I just feel like it makes more sense because a lot of people are maybe going to be tuning in that morning because of Simpcast.
Like have me do a Monday and he
Yeah.
can take my Thursday
Or
something like
something
that.
like that. Or have Johnny do Tuesday, Wednesday or something. Yeah, something to that level. We can do programming off the air. D. Gulag says Blind Mike is very funny. I'd love to do one with Blind Mike. I'd love to do a morning show with Mersh. The only problem is whenever Mersh is awake for Steel Toe, he's bombed out of his fucking mind.
There was a moment on the show that, like,
Yeah.
if you think of the Iron Sheik and Opie, that's the moment you think of, I guess. So
course.
it makes sense that Opie would tweet that.
Of course.
Yeah, and I don't give a shit if people thought my take was horseshit. I just love that Opie blew a gasket over it. Like, you see what Carl and Blind Mike there did? That's how you respond to my take. You go, oh, well, I didn't see anything wrong with it. Like,
It's where they're like, "Whoa, you only have 450.
Okay, so that's how you're supposed to respond.
That's how you do it.
I forgot about this. This is good to know. I don't have any problem with anything he says. It's all perfectly logical. Good.
live viewers, and I have 600 live viewers." I'm like, none of these are numbers you guys should be bragging about necessarily. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for Opie to then be like,
that's true.
I mean, I pretty much do the same numbers, but he's nothing. He's worth
I love Blind. I really like Blind Mike when he's on there. He's like, look, I do the same numbers. Are you excited that we made WATP?
I am. I thought that was very funny.
Not only that, but Carl and Blind Mike, I like both of them. Both of them started out going, I don't really understand what Aaron's trying to say here. It doesn't really sound like a great take. And then Opie's take was so shitty that they went, okay, now I'm starting to be on Aaron's side again.
Now I get it.
I don't want Carl.
You know what's amazing about this? He was actually watching the clip. There was a time when he would actually watch this stuff and then not only react to it in the time, but then the next day he's reacting to it again. It's pretty wild. Why does he do that anymore?
That's a good question.
I wonder.
Carl and Blind Mike to mind fuck themselves. My take was still kind of shitty and gay,
Yeah, it's
but I love that it set Opie off.
right.
So Carl,
All right. Again, I got to point this out. Erin has changed so much. I know we're doing a Blind Mike segment here, but did you hear that humility he just had for a second there? Where he actually admitted that maybe his take was a little lukewarm and not that interesting.
gay.
Yeah,
Yep.
well, of course that. But how bizarre is this? In the world today, there's absolutely nothing Erin does that isn't victorious and better than everyone else.
His whole demeanor is different. The confidence level back then versus where he's at now. Literally like sitting in a puddle of his own piss.
Well, he's not talking to his sworn enemies. He's talking to, colleagues and friends.
Right. Yeah, he's very different when there's a pretty lady sitting next to him, it seems like.
That too. Boy, she was chugging that orange juice, wasn't she? It was like a 10-second clip. She drank a lot of orange juice.
Maybe she's a little dehydrated.
Maybe.
It could happen to the best of them. Guys, I want to thank the people who are supporting my legal fund. Going over to supertip.gg/WATP, like Rockaway, Montana? I don't know.
After Carl was pictured drinking a Miller Lite in the Post, their sales are going to plummet worse than Bud Light with my buddy Dylan Mulvaney.
That is true. I was drinking a Miller Lite in that photo of me in the Post. God damn, they did me dirty with that photo. They found the most ridiculous photo of me from Hackamania. Don't even know where they found that. Daddy Poopy.
What is this SHIT? I came here to see what new infographic that Indian fellow Moody created. That's Dot Not Feather, and he's not here. Adam Bush, poppycock.
It's hard to live up to being Moody.
It's just a different kind of autism.
It's a tough role to fill, for sure. Coleman, rest in power, King Cobra. This guy gets it. I'm sad because King Cobra was so upset when Ozzy passed away. Like, it really rocked his world. And if only Ozzy had held on for a month or two, King Cobra would never have to have lived through that.
I love how his idea of what comedy is the same thing as Chad Zumach's. It's just like, if it's against my enemies or if it's a shared experience, it's funny. If it's against me, it's not funny. That's it. That's what humor is.
Kevin Brennan's the same way. A
Exact
lot of
same
these
way.
guys that we focus on, they all have that take on things.
Yeah, it's never funny when it's about them, and they never see that.
Well, he was, I don't know if you have a clip, but Keanu was calling up his show this week, and they were trashing Pretty Antisocial.
Yeah.
Laughing about how bad they are.
Yeah.
And if you remember when Pretty Antisocial was trashing Keanu back when he didn't like Keanu, he was like, oh, those girls are all right with me because of what they're doing to Keanu. Same with Will Herron, by the way.
Yep.
When Keanu and Will Herron were having their thing, it's like his loyalty and his allegiances switch on a dime. And it's never justified. It's just like, oh, this person doesn't. It literally is what Adam said. Is this person doesn't like who I don't like, therefore friends. And it's like,
yeah. But his audience never questions it either. You know what I mean? They're just like, yep, all right, no problem.
Well, I've never heard him laugh louder than he did at that, which wasn't even a funny joke. It was just like, Blind Mike was like, I also suck too, don't feel bad. That guy's funny. That's what humor is. No, he's just saying you're not as much of a loser as you think you are.
Right. Steven coming in.
People are debating who has the biggest cock in the Dabbleverse, but they're all wrong. That'll be me. I have the biggest cock in the Dabbleverse. Another win for the toe. Okay, apparently I read that all wrong. I am the biggest cock in the Dabbleverse. Technically still the biggest. Win still stands.
Not even number one in the polycule. That's not great. Ricky Bev coming in.
If you only have the time to watch one show that features a millennial who talks like a boomer and covers Gen Z slop stories in an Anthony Cumia voice, please make it this one.
It's a pretty good description of the show, actually. You should use that. Club 102.
Tell that lazy Kiwi to forget his vacation and make the Erin R-word hater voice, or I'll have Benedict sue him too.
I'll let him know. Connor coming in.
Welcome to This Little Piggy, a roundtable discussion where we each take turns saying this is what I said on my show this week. That reminds me of something I already said this week.
All right, I'm going to catch myself doing that today.
Make sure to open the next show with a goddamn dog death dedication.
Trying to come out of an upbeat number here. Rob Johnson giving us $3. Thank you very much, Rob. And Joseph Hamas. Please give Pat the wheel. Carl is low energy today. Well, I mean, King Cobra passed away this morning, sir. What do you want from me?
Just getting warmed up.
It's the same way Ski Mask was found by his father, too, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's almost like alcoholism is bad for you. I'll have to think about this.
Or could there be a correlation between people whose dads have a key to their apartment to check on them?
That's true.
That's not a good sign.
That's true. My father never would have found me dead. He does not have access to my home. Trey Peacock fan coming in. Old clips of Erin and April. Blind Mike versus Steel Toe. What does any of this have to do with King Cobra? Thank you, Trey Peacock fan. See, this guy gets it. We should be dedicating the episode to King Cobra today. Josh O. Haley, everyone wearing blue but you, shame.
I didn't get the memo. No one told me.
We didn't want her to be in our club.
Boys wear blue, girls wear pink.
It's true. It's a gender reveal party on here. Dr. Hamad gifted one. Who are these podcast memberships? Thank you very much for doing that, Dr. Hamad. I come buckets. Cobra had blue lips. Oh no, the Opester. Oh shit. Opie's gonna be the next to go. Who's gonna report on it though? Doggy? Chaos Queen gifted. Who are these podcast memberships? Thank you very much, Chrissy. Reverend Rage. Can't you admit TSN is better at Erin coverage? Tedwin. Wow. Adam Bush, the guy made by Steel Toe.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
You never did anything in your life until you found Steel Toe, Adam.
Right.
Oh, he made me. I get it.
Yes.
Hey, look, he gave me my start. He put me on the map. You know, I take credit for everything after that.
Right.
Feign ignorance around here. We know.
You still have to flap your wings to fly.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give you credit for that.
It was when he said my name on the air. That's when I became alive.
Well, this has been referenced a couple times, so maybe we should get into this pretty antisocial bashing that's going on.
Finally.
I know.
I know.
Haley's in the news. We report on the news here. When we're in the news, we talk about the news. We talk about us. Let's check this out.
This one, Nick, says we just re-signed him. He was the only... Hey, Oodles of Toodles, you are officially the funniest person in our chat tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, none of you are going to top Oodles of Toodles tonight. He says, those pretty antisocial gals do a remarkably entertaining show. I can't... Look.
The wind-up for that was totally worth it. You could tell just by the way he was setting that one up. You're like, oh, we know where you're going, and it's not going to land. And it didn't. But at least he's got his... someone in the subreddit was calling the applause thing his binky. Sounds about right.
It serves a lot of purposes, right? Like it gives him a minute to think of what to do next. It serves as, like a punctuation for what he just said, kind of like... And I do think it's like this
blocks out the voices in his head so he can hear for a second.
It's a pat on the back. It's approval, right? Like, whoa, what you just did was awesome. I think he thinks that it's a real recording of fans of his that he can all up on demand.
But it's similar to a sitcom. It cues the audience that they just heard a punch. I don't know why people need to do that, but some people do.
Carl, wow.
We have to talk about the Destiny thing tonight. We have to talk about Cracker Barrel. If you guys aren't going to be serious, I'll just fucking leave, okay?
Cracker Barrel changed their logo. That's one of your top topics for the show.
You better be serious about this, Carl.
I swear to God, none of us watch whatever he does with the news stuff. None of us watch that part of the show or that coverage. No one cares about it.
We can't, Carl. We can't. We tried to cover the news. We can't.
It's impossible. But I don't even know what he's talking about. Apparently, the Cracker Barrel changing their logo is one of the topics. That's exciting.
If you guys can't be serious, I'll just go do something else. I don't need to do this tonight, okay? If Oodles of Toodles is going to sit there and just crack jokes all night and be hilarious, I can go do something. I won't be needed here. Angelica's doll says, I think Haley...
Jesus.
So
smug.
He could hear everyone. No, Aaron, don't go. Please. We were just kidding. We'll be good.
Won't be needed here.
And scene. Mm-hmm. He's got that little
yeah, I'm just joshing you.
Killed it.
Angelica's doll says, I think Haley is more into Erin than anyone.
Is that true, Haley?
I've been trying to hide it.
Yeah, you're hiding in plain sight.
Man, no. He knows how I feel about him.
Well, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he thinks you got a little crushy poo.
I think he's disgusting.
I think you got a crushy poo on the Imholte.
Look at him.
It's so obvious.
I know. I do quite a bit, actually.
Same, but no.
It's not great. What did he say? He's up to 228 or something like that. It's all in his face.
That's exactly what I was getting ready to say. His goiter keeps getting wider and wider. Like he's got like a full built-in scarf for fall and winter now.
There's these new lines that are forming.
Him and I we're both up to 228, Carl.
Obvious and kind of it's a little creepy. I'm glad I don't watch, but like Keanu and I will have a good laugh about them from time to time. It's where I got that thing where I'm like,
this is an insane thing to say. I'm glad I don't watch, but I sure do make fun of them, and we have a good laugh about it.
How much do you have to talk about in private if you don't watch us?
It goes along with everything else he says. I don't watch any of that stuff the minute I'm done with my show. Look, I put my 10 hours in on my show every day, and then I go out into the real world.
Touch grass.
It's like he doesn't watch anything, yet he always knows what's going on with everything. I did a show this week where we were up until late in the night, and the next morning he knew all about he knew all about it. He knows, like, I don't know. Again, I guess when we saw that Kiwi Farms chart Moody made about how little he sleeps, there's never a block of more than 3 hours where he wasn't on Kiwi Farms. So it's like he must be one of those people who just does not sleep, gets up, checks the internet, reads some stuff, watches a show, goes back to sleep. Like, I've had periods in my life where I was like that. But it seems like how he's always aware of everything whenever it happens.
Because he has a large friend group that are loyal to him, that watch it all for him and send him clips. That's how.
We did say that this week, too. He was like, don't blow it up, but I got spies. They're sending me all the stuff.
Yeah, I have that, the intel that he got.
What's wonderful about these people is they don't know that they get angry, they get pissed, they make shit up. They're coming up with fan fiction all day. They're on Twitter looking stuff up about us.
Okay.
It's true.
Remember that. It's the other people who are making up fan fiction about him. It's incredible that he says shit like that, because just the next words out of his mouth.
And we're just laughing at them. And then that makes them more mad, so it feeds this weird loop. Angelica's doll says, Haley is more into Erin than anyone. It's so obvious and kind of creepy.
Wouldn't that be fan fiction right there? It's so obvious that Haley's into Erin. Erin's like, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm being told, so I'm going to run with that. Immediately after saying that we do this.
Well, and Jackie's the one that had the posters behind her, not me. That was the whole joke, was because she was like, oh, but it's a good picture. It was all right. I was like, he looks like he's hiding behind a bush, getting ready, peeping in the window and stuff. I was like, he's disgusting. So it just sort of became a thing. He knows that. He's just trying to get me riled up, for sure.
I understand.
Haley wants us all to forget the early days when Pretty Antisocial was a Steel Toe fan podcast.
Oh, yeah.
With him.
We've archived all of those. Those have been privated.
It's my natural God-given charisma. It's nothing I've done in particular. I think she just wonders how that dick tastes. Average. You tasted a dick, honey? Tastes like that. I think. I don't know.
Well.
He said, well, I don't know.
Yeah, I made the girl brush her teeth. I don't know either. So a weird thing to say that your dick tastes average.
Whenever anyone's ever asked you what something tastes like, have you ever answered average?
What does that even mean?
Not a flavor.
What's that scale? Yeah. Average.
Spicy.
I just realized that could be taken the wrong way.
Yeah, I guess it could be. So, Haley, if you want to come out and confess your love, now's probably a good time. You got a lot of people watching here, over 1,300.
I think this is more projection from Erin. I think he misses Erin. Nick's essences. It's the first thing that came to mind. That's why he knew what average tasted like, I guess.
Good point.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, Erin.
It doesn't taste like a lawyer's cum, but it tastes okay.
Just average, Nope.
All right, I got to
No
play
interest
this. I got to play this next clip because this is pretty wild. We were talking about. So I'm going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. There's been a lot of speculation. This slam piece is gone.
Very good. Yeah, so Haley, you don't have to worry. He's single. Don't worry about rejection. He's available.
Maybe I will. I'll shoot my shot.
People found Slam Piece's dating profile is updated and active right now. And so people were thinking like maybe she wasn't around. And then there was a thing with Gino and Keanu when they stayed over for the weekend. How much was she around when they were over there? And Was she actually there? Gino says one thing, Keanu says another. So there's a lot of people wondering what's up with that.
What do you think? Like, honestly, this is the second time we've seen like Keanu say one thing and Gino say another. When they were on the outs with Erin, there was, and then even to the point where Erin was saying like, Gino wants to be friends with me, but he's got this bitch in his ear, and he was blaming the fallout with Gino on Keanu, to the point where Keanu had to say like, Gino didn't even want to invite you to the wedding, nerd.
Yeah,
We thought April would enhance the entire look of the wedding by being in the photos, and we invited you out of reluctance. And she was saying like, Gino doesn't fucking even like you. You know
what?
nerd.
I gotta be honest, it's almost a compliment though. If someone was like, Carl, I don't really want you there, but your wife's pretty hot, so we're gonna have you at the wedding, I'd be like, all right, well, that's cool. Thanks for that. But
it's the second time they've been at odds about stuff, or at least where Erin was trying to split them up. What is the deal where Keanu's going, we met her, and Gino's saying we didn't, and Erin's saying no, she hung out all night with us one night. Like, where's the disconnect? How, even if you were gonna lie, can three people not get on the same page about a lie? Like, what's going on?
Right, and Keanu's the queen of giving too much information about her friends. So she also was talking about how Erin was begging her to text April while they were over. So it's not like Keanu's there just trying to make Erin look good. That's not the case.
I think they have to ride this line between we want the $3,000, we want the little bit of relevance and something to talk about on these shows and some reason for people to have us on, but we can't seem like we're totally on board with this side. So they're playing all of it, just enough to get the $3,000, just enough to talk to us, just enough to keep Erin thinking, oh yeah, she hates you, but I love you. No, I hate you, but she loves you. Whatever. Just give us the money. It was on your show, Patrick. I think you were covering this yesterday, where Erin was talking about, I don't think about this stuff. I only think about my family, my friends, and my loved ones. And I'm thinking, who the fuck is that? Like, who are these people? He just paid his only friends $3,000 to hang out with him. Like,
the family in the house with you now?
Yeah. Who is that?
When Keanu and Gino were in the car and they had first brought it up, Gino said no. And Keanu was like, why would you say that? And he was like, I just told him no to everything that he asked. And she's like, but we did meet her. Why did you lie? And he was like, I don't know. I just said no. And to me, that came off as like he either was told to say no, and just as a boy, as a homie, he was having Erin's back and just knew to instinctually say that. But it's strange. Like, how can they not be on the same page, even if it is a lie? Like,
and the other element of this that's weird is that apparently Slam Piece hung out the night before the show, and then she wasn't at the show at all. And then Erin's making out with a chick who's 15 years younger or something like that at the show and announcing it to everybody.
No. It would have to be the night after the show, because Gino and Keanu weren't there the night before the show.
Oh,
they got remember they got picked up at the airport hours before the show.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, Keanu said that she was in the video with where she thought it was going to be a tornado and it was just a rainbow and some cloudy
that would have
skies.
been Sunday night.
Right.
It would have been Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
So after he made out with the new
SP or no SP. Yeah, the dough.
I'm tagging that dough.
Right, yes. Well, now he comes out this week and talks about going on a date. And people have been asking him about Slam Piece and wondering if she's still around. And he's like, oh, is this a new cope you guys have? I'm not no longer Slam Piece. Go fuck yourselves. And he hasn't come back and said, actually, no, we have broken up. Because that's the crazy thing. This happened with April already. It's well documented. He lied about still being with someone who had left, grabbed all of her stuff, left her ring. Now we know all the details of it, and never came back. And the whole time Erin's going, nah, it's great. She's going to be on the show probably next week. She's got to get over it. The internet's mean, but she'll be back.
Well, he did say something like, you're jealous of my life. It's perfect. I have kids. I have a show. Mm-hmm. And he said, and a beautiful woman to cuddle up with at night. He said that, but he didn't say Slam Piece. So I'm wondering, and we know how Erin operates. One swings from one vine to the next.
Oh, yeah. He can't be single.
Did he have somebody else already lined up that he's already moved on to?
I have friends like this. They can't be single. They have to be with a girl at all times, or else they have no identity. They don't know what they're
You're
doing.
alone with your own thoughts. We've heard him say
Yeah.
several times, like, I had so much downtime today that I just was laying around my dark house and it was depressing and quiet. And yeah, so if he's alone with his own thoughts, I think it's, again, why he has to have a co-host. It's why he need, like, we saw that clip with Corey Adam. We see Johnny. We saw Matt. These are worthless individuals, not as human beings, but just as
I'm with you.
Goes, but he needs someone else in the room, or else he'll go insane with his own shit. It's like a totem. He needs something to ground him to reality, or else he'll spiral out of his own. Like, I don't know.
Most people do need a co-host, though. I will say that. You do a fantastic job, Patrick, but I think most people do better if they're bouncing a conversation off of somebody else.
Of course. Sure.
Yeah. Haley, comment?
No, I was just going to say SP could be a placeholder, for anybody. It could be any chick, any side piece. So he could still be saying SP and using that. But
Dude,
he's
that's
been
the worst thing.
Wow, yeah.
Well, he's been blocking and banning anybody in the chat that brings up SP specifically. So that's a different tell where it's like, wait, I mean,
Wasn't it Tiny Tim who had like, this is Mrs. Kim or whoever it was, and then they got divorced, and this is also the new Mrs. Kim? Like, he kept giving his wives the same name.
Yeah.
They just filled that place.
because that's not a lie. Well, but it's not a lie, right? So he can come off to his audience like, yeah, SP.
Girls don't like having the same nickname as the previous girl. I mean, slam piece is flattering. That's great. But you don't want to be the second slam piece.
I think it's gross when you name a new dog after the old dog. Just let it go.
Like Becky on Roseanne. Maybe nobody will notice.
Look at Blues Traveler. No one will know.
There's something about down here that just stirs everything up. Either that or I'm emotional and I have no idea. Yeah, about, oh boy, am I catching shit already. Oh boy, yeah. So about the no members only show yesterday. I was out last night with a lady.
I mean, already.
Oh, see, I haven't seen this.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy right here. Already, he's setting the stage for, he's got a new girl. And I don't know what the intent is. Now, obviously, he needs an excuse for why he missed the members only show. Because, those members only shows are very tough to prep for. So he puts a lot of work in it.
Of chat reading.
Not only, and it's not SP, or he would say SP. He's being very cagey with the language, but also, like, he cannot resist in making her part of the show already. Like,
You're right.
Cannot resist dragging his personal relationships onto the show. Why? Leave this woman alone. She doesn't want to be on your show.
Maybe she does. Maybe she's a star fucker. Oh, Adam, you're muted, buddy. We can't hear you.
This is the only victory he has to pull from. It's just this. So he has to announce it. That's why he skips the part where he's dating or dumped and goes right to, I've got a new date. That's a win. It's just winning.
Carl, I was driving around yesterday and I was listening to a clip of yours with somebody, Jessica Singleton, talking about Stuttering John.
Yeah.
And how it was the Nick Guerra was on there, and John kept bringing up the women he was fucking on the road after winning Last Comic Standing and stuff. And John couldn't imagine not talking about getting pussy. Like, you're getting laid, brag about it. It's like
literally
that's the thing people need to do. Like,
right. John was saying to the guy, it's just like, dude, come on, you've told me privately how much pussy you're getting. Why won't you talk about it on this show? And he's just like, because there's some of the girls who don't want to hear that. Try to keep shit on the DL, idiots.
And I won't say I forgot. It's not that I forgot. I was just out way, way later than I thought I would be. As Degeneration X would say, I was up all night. No.
So he's implying that he got laid.
Yes.
That's what he's doing right here. So that's the intent for all of us to sit here and think that he got his dick wet. But whoever this girl is, if it's a real person, is probably watching. I mean, if you like hooked up with a guy and he does a morning show, you'd probably tune in.
Do you think it's for us, the audience, that he needs to let us know that he's got a woman interested in, he's a normal guy, successful guy? Or is this a little bit to hurt Slam Piece?
Oh wow, yeah, that's a good
Because
point.
if it was Slam Piece, he wouldn't frame it this way because he's supposed to have been with her for over a year, right? Like you wouldn't come on and be like, "Yeah, I was with the lady and up all night."
I've definitely moved on quickly or after a breakup or whatever. You know, the best way to get over a cowboy is get under another one. That's why I would. But like, you know, like so, but like you wouldn't necessarily go out and tell people publicly unless you were like that seems like something you'd be discreet about. Like I don't look, I don't want her telling me about guys she might be fucking, and I don't need to go out and tell people about women I might be fucking. I might be emotional and moving on and using this as a you know, rebound relationship, but the only reason to bring it out publicly, I guess 2 reasons. Again, to make us think he's worth something, but is he trying to hurt her a little bit? Because we know she probably still watches.
And we know how he likes to be vindictive about his exes. He's done this to April a ton. He did it to Ashley a ton. Like he loves to make them feel like shit.
We're speculating
no longer dating.
It won't be long until he's full on trashing SP.
Oh yeah.
Like the reason it didn't work out is because she couldn't handle this, or I was too this for her, or you know,
or someone will make a comment about her masculine features in her face, and he'll totally agree with that person. You know, like that's the kind of shit that he does.
She had the worst tits.
But it's crazy to me that this is a guy who gets upset when you talk about his personal life. Why you get so obsessed with my personal life? And you guys are creepy. You think you know me? It's parasocial. But then if he wants to brag about something, he can't stop himself. And he's going to go into details about this date and what happened here. So it's like, this is what you bring on when you talk like this. We're doing a whole segment about it on This Little Piggy. I'm sure Pretty Antisocial will cover it, and Blind Mike, and everyone else who covers the show.
Who?
Shuley.
Never heard of him.
No, I was gay as fuck. I had some ice cream. Jesus Christ. That's what it was. It was the ice cream. You know me. You get a little. Can we at least understand that? I got a little ice cream in me, and I forgot about all my responsibilities.
Did he eat more jizz? What is this code for? What's going on? There was some ice cream on a titty somewhere, and I just had to lap it up.
Did he take her to the drive-in? Like what kind of?
Yeah, they got phosphates.
What date is this where there's ice cream and we were up drinking all night?
All night.
Well,
his voice is all raspy too, like he was screaming.
We're doing whippets. Yeah, it's real low.
There you go.
Sucking on some nasty pussy. Something's going on.
Had a taste, Erin.
A little bit of the ice cream. No, it was a little bit of the ice cream.
What?
Couple of drinks. A nice walk down by the lake. How's that?
Sounds very romantic. What are we talking about here?
He's talking about dating in the 1950s.
I know. She let me hold her hand. It was wild, guys. Saw her ankle.
A walk down by the lake with some ice cream. I probably look like a manatee out of the water. And then a couple of God, I was going to lie. I was going to lie to you and say a couple of...
But you don't lie, Erin.
What is this?
You could never tell a lie. You're always telling the truth. What do you mean you were going to lie?
Definitely already asked this girl to wear his pin, right?
You want my Letterman jacket from high school?
Beers, and it wouldn't technically be a lie. They were hard frescas.
Why did that get the applause? Guys, can you believe how gay I am? I was drinking hard seltzers. Yeah.
You think he's not self-effacing? You think he can't take a joke? Look at that. Look at that confession.
Yep. Wow. Good stuff, Erin.
They were hard frescas. They were not beers.
Who cares?
Ice cream. There was a walk by the lake. God damn it. You know, I'm just thinking now, I'm like, you like in front of a lady, you ordered hard frescas. Fuck.
I was gonna say Johnny Walker Blue. It was black. It was black. I
can't afford blue. I had to pour a little water in it to make it look a little bigger than it was.
Who cares what drink you had?
It doesn't matter. But this is the thing. He needs us to think that he's like this guy who does stuff and has a social life and is going out and doing things with other people. None of us have to talk about that. None of us ever think for a second that we'd be like, I should probably justify the fact that I do go out and do stuff with other people outside of the show.
Now this is from Wednesday. Or
This
Thursday?
is the 21st. Yeah, this would be
That's
yesterday,
right.
Thursday.
He was out Wednesday night then.
Yeah, but isn't members
He
only
doesn't
Thursdays?
Yeah, but he does a show Wednesday night.
Right.
And then asked a girl if she wanted to go out at 9. Who are these women who can go out at 9 on a Wednesday?
And where do they have ice cream still open after 9? So that doesn't
Down
make any
by the
sense.
lake. God,
Oh,
you weren't
Sonic?
listening.
I know.
After the maypole dance.
The gas station?
It could be the gas station.
Then they had a kind of Miss Tay says, so Fatty chose ice cream over us. Shameful. It's the intention. Let me tell you something. The intention was get done with that, come back, do members only. I got back way too late, and I apologize. And you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Here's how I'm gonna make it up to you.
Okay. So again, what he's implying here is they were just having too much fun, and Erin's probably going 3 or 4 times in a row because he's such a stud. So he just couldn't make it back in time.
My intention was to find my kids a new mother. Do you want them to just be like? I feel like he can only watch his kids for a week or 2 on his own before he's just like, we gotta get a bitch in here.
Right. There's 2 dads and 1 mom. We gotta fix this immediately.
On Sunday, and you pick the time. You pick the time Sunday. Numero uno, Josh Denny fan.
Is he drunk?
That's what I started saying. He seems
Oh, yeah.
like he is still drunk as hell.
He's like a baby that needs to be burped.
You pick the time. You pick the. This is what my dad would do when he would come home drunk. He's like, tomorrow we're going to Disney World. Tomorrow you can have any toy in the store.
I think he's sleep deprived. I think it's a big part of the problem. And, obviously Moody demonstrated that. A big part of his problem, that why he's always sucking down Celsiuses and shit. He just needs to get some more sleep.
Numero uno, Josh Denny fan. We're going to do the elephant. It's so fucking bad, but we're going to do the elephant graveyard watch along.
How's that for a teaser? It's terrible, guys.
Do you promise, Dad? Do you promise?
Yeah, right.
For a members only on Sunday. So normally you get like 45 minutes for a members only, right?
Yeah, but those are 45 riveting minutes, though. No one wants to miss it. Aren't they free on Rumble, too, all of his members only?
Mm-hmm.
Why even call it members only?
This weekend, we're going to get hour and a half. We'll probably get a 2 or 3 hour members only.
Wow. He's making it up to us, guys.
I've loaded up your Apple account with $25. You can buy any app you want to buy.
So that's pretty wild right there.
I mean, we've established it. If he couldn't talk about the relationship, he wouldn't want it. He wouldn't even have it. If he had to choose one or the other, he'd be like, I'd rather tell everyone I'm in a great thing than have to actually have it be real and not share it.
It's the same thing with Stuttering John hooking up with Kate Meany.
Yep.
He'd rather have people think that he fucked Kate Meany than actually fuck Kate Meany and have no one know about it. So it's a weird
really
way to
sad.
live your life. And yet, he's the one who thinks the internet are all full of weirdos. He needs the internet's approval at all times. Why else would he tell this story like this?
And I think you pointed out something, too. This sleep deprivation, it takes its toll after a while. Like, it really starts to cause something that I don't even think he's aware of.
It's not healthy.
Nope. Not
It's
good for your mind.
It's not good for your mind, that's for sure. Supertip.gg/WATP is where you can go to help out my attorney. Principal Uncertainty coming in. Erin is George from the 3 Men in a Boat. Too deep into his lies to ever climb out. Anyone familiar with 3 Men in the Boat?
3 Men and a Baby?
I don't know.
About a clit.
Principal Uncertainty comes in again. It wasn't George with 3 Men in the Boat. Fuck. It was some guy from something. Trust me. It was a funny comparison. I love you, Principal Uncertainty. Never change, man. Never, ever change. Destriga coming in.
Now that King Cobra has passed, can we honor him by using his voice on Super Tip and not my stuttering voice? I'm still alive, and I'm suing Carl and Shuli. This is very serious.
Haley has a huge crush on me and my neck growth. Ladies love the goiter. Suck it, bitch. While I cry, my life is destroyed. I'm going to get penetrated in jail.
Didn't King Cobra have some pets that need saving?
No, he only had stuffed animals, thank God. That guy couldn't take care of himself, let alone an animal. Yeah.
King Cobra killed a bunch of animals.
Yeah, he did. He had like a praying mantis or a cricket or something that he kept around, and he loved it so much he put it on one of his wands. He like tried to fuse it to the tip of the wand and then sell it for like $2,000.
Yeah.
I'd rather
cut a lot of animals.
I'd rather use his dad's voice on Super Tip.
Yeah. That's actually a really funny idea. Just a sobbing father just lost his son. I can see a lot of applications for that. LOS coming in.
Hey, Erin, the Mount Rushmore of people you don't fuck with in this verse is mom wife, slow wife, and the pretty antisocial ladies. Prepare for war, bitch tits. Oh, and Tammy Lynn has been killed, dude.
KJ with $50. KJ does so much for the show, and we do appreciate her quite a bit. In order to know if a dick tastes average, you have to have tasted a lot of dicks. I don't think he knows what that word means.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
That's a good point.
Yeah, whether it's the mean or the mode or
median.
Yeah, like all of those things require a pretty big sample size in order to get to the bottom of it. Thank you, KJ. But Patrick, the toe gets everything wrong. So he could be telling the truth. Perhaps he's not paying attention.
I don't know what that's in regards to.
Everything. Action figure number 68.
Haley, honey, let me help you with some movie math. Average is a measurement that best characterizes a set of data.
Right.
Of the significantly large data set of dicks I've tasted, mine is mid, if you will.
A bell curve, if you will.
A bell curve of dicks.
Bell curve.
Principal uncertainty. Unwelcome super tip suggestion, Moody. A retraction button. A small fee, of course, if, say, one misremembered a character from a book or the UK passed a new law that day. Make it so. My Iranian prince.
Yeah, maybe edit. Maybe an edit.
Oh, is there no edit button on Super Tip?
I mean, once you send it, no, but eventually.
Well, once you send it.
I can see that making sense. Yeah, maybe.
I think retraction, you pay twice as much as the original.
Pay to edit.
Pay to edit. That's good. I like that.
Twitter does it.
Do they really?
Yeah.
The membership, yeah. You have to have a premium membership to edit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Connor coming in.
I scream. You scream. We all scream for Guys Cream.
That's good. That's well played. Gedzuki.
When Erin ate Nick's gruel, it looked like the scene from A Christmas Story when the brother ate his meatloaf. Show me how the piggies eat, Erin. That's right, oink oink.
Also, when he got his tongue stuck to
semen, double semen. I hate semen.
Hey, a few more of those 20s. I'm a happy pig.
Mahmoud not giving any money, but making himself part of the show.
Something my new lady taught me is that it's okay to go fast in a relationship. I was like, whoa. SP always wanted to take things slow, and that's why that stupid whore had to go.
It's very possible. Will you please talk about our date tomorrow on your show? Fuck yeah, I will. No
He's
problem at
already
all.
got tampons under his sink.
His toothbrush is in her bathroom. Tim Bollinger coming in. 2 weeks ago, he promised 2 member shows and did 1. Last week, he promised 2, and I believe he didn't do 1 at all. And it appears he skipped this week's member shows, too. Anyone who's a member is dumb. Well, he's actually doing them a favor. Could you imagine spending this much time with the toe in your life?
His member shows are usually just him talking about the Vikings anyway. It's
Yeah, right.
Oh, their roster's looking good this year. It's like, thanks, Cap.
Yep. Oh, what do you guys think? And he just reads it. Coleman coming in. Ice cream date and a walk in the park. Is it gay? I'll have to bring Megan on to find out if that's gay or not. Scarface, 222.
You idiots think that clip was from Thursday's show. Joke's on you. I forgot to change the date on my stupid supporter scroll. Another spin for the toe.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. I was trying to figure that out because So that must have been today then.
Got it.
That makes way more sense.
And to think anyone ever accused him of lying. Crazy.
Troy Smith, another chin for the toe. Yes. It's pretty. Has anyone said that before? It's pretty good. Thanks, Troy.
Yes.
Papubla, gifted 1. Who are these podcast memberships? Thank you very much. By the way, if you are a member on this channel, we do 2 bonus shows every month. I'm doing a bonus show this Tuesday with a guy named Blind Mike. We're doing a crossover, and we've been doing a series of crossovers where we've been breaking down Julia Fox's book. Julia Fox wrote her memoirs. We're 3 hours in, and I think she just turned 15. She thinks very highly of herself. It's fucking crazy. If I was writing a book about my life, I'd probably start when I was an adult. It's probably when things are getting interesting.
Another thing I hated about my crib.
Dude, it's crazy. She remembers conversations from when she was a toddler. And then my dad says, and then my mom says, like, this is just fiction. The Ghost of Mr. P. Erin's going to be the new slam piece in county jail. Big if true. Skill rules today, $10. Where is Imholte going to be 5 years from now? His show is slowly dying, except when he gets a bump from being in court or jail or wife swapping. Well, I think you just answered the question. 5 years from now, he'll either be in court or jail or wife swapping.
We're waiting to see. You know, the big hearings are a week from today.
Yes.
And SP was listed as a witness, if you remember.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So we're all wondering if she shows, and that if she does show or doesn't show, I think we'll offer a glimpse into what their current relationship is like.
Right.
If it was an amicable split, then she would probably come to the court hearing to help him out.
Mm-hmm.
If she doesn't show, I would think that would indicate that there was some bad blood.
I want her to show up because obviously we're all anticipating her testimony is going to be how this is really, Erin's really distraught and crying herself to sleep and waking up with night terrors.
Maybe they broke up as part of this, like to say like this caused us to split up.
Oh, there you go.
They're not really split up. Maybe he's still with her.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is brilliant. So Slam, he's like, make a dating profile, make it look like we broke up. And then she's like, all right, yeah, we can pretend that. And then he goes out and fucks a chick. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. We're broken up.
Ice cream dates. He just can't mention it's still with her.
Yeah,
they
it's possible.
to be broken up for court.
That's interesting.
I've wondered that too, because he kind of hinted around to that the day after that came out. He had come on the show and people were, just driving him nuts in the chat asking him about it. And he sort of hinted around at like, yeah, well, wait till they see, like as if it could have been a big troll.
I can see him thinking that's a good idea. And it's like, yeah, we'll just lie to the judge.
We can do this.
Just lie under oath. What's the big deal? $10. Hi, Carl. Haley is pretty. NLO is okay at best.
I'll take it.
All right. I need some punctuation. Hi, Carl. Haley is pretty. NLO is okay at best. I'm tired of Adam. Same serious analysis of the Dabbleverse day after day. Enough. I'm tired of Adam. He overexposed himself. Love you, Carl. Haley is cool.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Dude, I don't know if you know this.
Hey, Adam.
Adam's here right now. He just saw that entire thing, dude.
Oh, I thought they were talking about KB's old producer.
The One Pun, who's been making some great videos for us, the one we just watched included. Carl and Big Sauce, when is Slampy's coming on TLP? Also, has the toe pushed back the hearings again yet? Hey, Adam. Hey, Haley.
What's up, man?
No, you have to get closer to the event to be like, something came up.
Wednesday or Thursday, probably.
Yeah.
That would be fucking wild if he tries to pull that shit again.
Nothing's a
Yeah, I know. It wouldn't surprise me either. But to answer your question, Slam Piece will be at Hackamania, what is it?
Hack to the
right. We'll see you in 2026 in Vegas.
Speaking of all the court stuff, did you see him this week almost mocking? It seemed like he was mocking someone about having to spend money on lawyers. He was like, you're going to find out all these legal fees aren't fun. Ha ha. And he blew a kiss.
Yeah.
It was like, okay.
I think he was talking to me, right?
I don't think so, because the reason I don't think he was talking about you, because it was in the context of people who need to talk about the toe to live. And if it was talking about you and Stuttering John, I think it would have come up in a different context.
Okay. Because I am one of the guys who needs steel toe to make money. I've taken the shortcut, and I've taken the shortcut. It turned out to be the longer road. Is that what he said? Something like that.
Yeah, but he made me, so without him, I'm
Right.
nothing.
James Q. Legend. Haley, F, Mary, kill, and you can't pick Adam twice.
Oh, I'm pleading the fifth. No.
Nope. You have to play.
Nope.
That's the rule
I
of F,
don't.
Mary, kill. Nope. That is the
Actually,
rule.
Nope.
I'm sorry, Haley.
Sorry.
It's my
Kick
show.
me. Kick me.
All right. Well, it was fun while it lasted. The fuck is wrong with these people? Do they get out of playing F, Mary, kill?
Yeah,
Not on
man.
my watch.
That's her fetish. Kicker.
Well, I
Kick
can't.
her.
Really, I can't decide. I barely know Adam, and I've only talked to you a couple of times. It's not a fair.
Yeah, so it should be fucking easy then. You don't actually have to go through with it. It's a hypothetical
I know,
game.
but I know, but I want to be honest. I don't know. I'd have to think on that one. Sorry, I
I think
can't.
she's marrying Melton. If I'm reading between the lines here.
I'd have to think
I'm a
about
provider. I don't like.
I'm not playing, especially for
I don't
$2.
You're not playing for $2. All right.
Hell no.
Somebody give $30 and ask her to play
Come
that
on,
so we
man.
can get this figured out. Erica Mitchell just gifted a Who Are These Podcast membership. Thank you very much for doing that, Erica. And if you received that gifted membership, then you have to buy a gifted membership. Rumple Trenchcoat, a Columbo Podcast member for 6 months. I keep forgetting to use these. Keep that dope on his heels, which, according to his background, is also steel. Well played, my friend. Apar. Over under Moody postponing trial again. Yeah, we were just talking about that. It would have to be midweek next week. That's not how over under works. But I'm going to say that there's no way he's going to do that again.
Your Honor, my lawyer just realized he doesn't know how to read. What would be the reason?
I actually have the next clip I'm going to play. He refers to the HROs. And I don't know if you've seen this one yet, Patrick. So it's
I
interesting.
don't really watch him anymore.
No, I know. That's why I'm interested to get your reaction to it because he does discuss that. Colin Madden says, while we're all making goddamn death dedications, R.I.P. Brent Hines from Mastodon. I know. Fuck. So Brent Hines, one of the founding members of Mastodon, was kicked out of the band not too long ago and then was killed in a motorcycle accident just this week. Very sad. Great guitarist. Great metal vocalist and guitarist.
Bad motorcyclist.
Yes. Not good. Fiend Without a Face was the first time I learned about him. Great band. Bacon Bits 25. Look at this. $50 Renos, and that is going towards the legal fund. That is very much appreciated, Bacon Bits. Thank
It's
you.
funny because people in motorcycle accidents often die without a face.
Oh boy. It might be too soon. Silence Do Good coming in.
Sukanmi Skunk was gifted a membership. Pay it forward.
Yep. Oh, there you-
Judas O'Keefe should. We saw you, you piece of shit.
He really does do that. He sees who got gifted a membership and then calls them out and tells them they have to pay money. What's the point of getting gifted something? Your grandma just gave you a nice toy. Now give grandma $20. It's my birthday. Goat Malp coming in. For a long time, I was bothered by the name of the show, but it's really grown on me. There's something so pure and wholesome about it. Melton was just like, just look at this begging little pig. And let's not forget out of the mouth of Erin himself.
Hey, a few more of those 20s. I'm a happy pig.
That's right. Dirty Death coming in.
All right, toes and toesettes, let's start this member-only show. Awin Alwarbain Chow. First things first, let's check the chat. Well, Midget Fart 22 said that Carl had a heart attack. Sounds good to me. Must be true. Another win for the toe. Well, that was an epic member show. Make sure to pay. Tune in tomorrow.
It's a pretty good summarization of his member shows. Tim Bollinger again says, I love you, Adam.
Oh, thank you. I needed that. That's nice. Thank you, Tim.
Yeah, Adam's been getting beat up a little bit today, so thank you for that. I don't know what my mods are doing. Nothing.
They're just expressing the voice of the people.
That's true. Scooter G985.
Forgive me if I repeat myself. SP's dating app account is fishing for dudes to fuck while I watch. It's as simple as that.
I did forget about that angle.
He did seem to say, like, you're all being played and you don't even know it. Like, it's possible this could all be fake.
Yep.
It could be a fan made that or
The
or
only
be trolling.
The only reason I think against that is because one of the pictures had a kid in it, and I don't know if it was her kid or a nephew or something. But you would think if you're gonna troll like that, you wouldn't put the kid on there too.
And it did have a lot of personal information.
Yeah, and that's not something I would assume she would have out on her public images that were, if they pulled them off from Facebook or somewhere. So I don't know.
But that's interesting. You're saying a fan could have made that. Could be out of her control.
Yeah, there was that steel toe account on FetLife.
Yeah.
A while
Oh,
ago.
yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
But I don't think that was real. I think somebody was around, but so it's possible.
It is possible.
So I'm too old to have used dating apps, but don't you have to prove who you are? Because it seems dangerous if that's not the case. No,
I don't know these days, and I don't know what app that was. I don't even know what.
You're right.
Do you know what app that was?
Some of them you can be verified, some you can't. Some you just, if you verify it, you have a better chance. Some people can just, it's also not that hard to fake. I don't think it really just involves you taking a picture of something that resembles and sending it in. They're not doing forensics on it.
Right.
Or so I read in Reddit. I don't even
I was going to say, you're part of that dating app for celebrities, though. Raya?
Yeah, Raya.
Is that what you're on? Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably very different.
Just me and Rob Schneider.
Mr. Blue Sky. Did you guys match on Raya?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Come on, David Spade's on there too.
That's true.
Mr. Blue Sky says, I'm thinking that Erin wrote Anne as a witness without her knowing it, and that's part of why she bailed.
Shit.
Very possible.
I wondered that too.
Don't forget, we got that date on the 29th. She's like, what?
That was months ago. The way I see the timeline is there was the anniversary show was 3 weeks ago now.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I guess. Wow.
So time moves fast. There was that. It came to light. Again, I'm sure she's not retarded. She can read Reddit and stuff. So she knows that he made out with another chick. She knows that he said from stage, "Who cares about her? I'm tagging this other doe tonight."
Yep.
Who knows what came out if they did all hang out with Gino and Kiki, because Gino and Kiki say stupid shit out loud. He was deleting like crazy any mention of him kissing that other girl in his chat the following week.
That's so crazy.
And the week after that was the week he started becoming completely unhinged. He's been it was 2 weeks now of him being off the rails,
reminding us he's not talking about drama while bringing up everyone's name over and over again.
Yeah. And you have the whole hair situation, trying to figure that out.
Oh, God.
Asking the audience still.
Yeah, I have a clip coming up if we get to it. He needs his audience to tell him everything to do. Whether it's how to comb his hair, what co-hosts to get on the show, what topics to cover.
Nobody asked their audience more polls other than Chad Zumach.
Right. Only Chad Zumach is more clueless about his own appearance and show.
But if him going off the rails and going back to drama, you can see a clear line of when he went back to drama, went back to talking about all the haters and stuff. He had done a really good job of not doing that for a long time.
Well, weeks, but yeah.
Yeah, but that for in Steel Toe time, that's an eternity.
I get it.
And there was a clear division 2 or 3 weeks ago where he started going back to that. And if that's the case, if that coincides with the time she left, that means that it was her nightly talks to him that was keeping him in line. You're doing great. Don't bring him up. Let it go. And the minute she was gone and he lost that comfort, he spiraled and went off and he cannot control himself.
He can't control himself.
That's crazy to think about.
Yeah, that is the takeaway. Destriga coming in.
I may not be talking about the Vikings too much longer. I saw men in the ladies' bathroom and none of them eating cum.
Asistențe kerkimi tarifat mun tem brojne industrite.
Oh, yeah.
Pendarsi duke ibere malrat I amportuare mete strengsta. Jake encourageon.
All right.
Well, I didn't get to hear the end.
You can't cut off a super tip just because it's an incantation.
Yes, I can. It's a waste of everyone's time. There's so much to get to today. This is boring, but as an attorney, I'm adding to the defense fund. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. This is boring. Connor with $30. Thank you. F, Mary, kill. Oh, the question is for Erin.
She's out. She ran as soon as that happened. I get that. I'm gonna fuck Kaylee. I'm gonna marry Pat, and I'm gonna kill Carl. just for the drama, for the lulls.
I like it. See, that makes sense to me.
That'll work.
Now, if you had said you were going to F me, that would not have helped the rumor.
Not at all. Anyone. I really had one way to go with that.
Right.
It would have been a lot more interesting.
Rob Saul would have been all over that shit. F, Mary, kill, Blind Mike, Tookie, the entire Shuley tribe. I guess that's for Haley. I'm assuming it's not for Patrick.
No, I'm not doing it.
You're not doing that one either.
They give it $3. Come on, y'all.
Haven't the Jews been fucked enough?
Haley, I like that you won't do something that's about a puppet and like a whole bunch of people. Like none of this is real. It's okay.
Right.
I like this. Let's just leave Carl alone with Haley. This is great.
I know. I'm just gonna force you to answer questions she doesn't want to answer.
Damn
Perfect. All right. You fucking Tookie. Blind Mike, you're not answering this question.
Nope.
All right.
Okay.
Well, that was fun while it lasted. Rumpled Trenchcoat, a Columbo podcast.
Am I being called to the stand?
Oh my gosh, that'd be funny.
The Beggy Monster being a key witness in this.
Mm-hmm. About his mental state.
Minimal participation. Can I answer for Haley? Kill Carl, fuck Adam, marry Patrick. I like the thought of yelling, then effing, then eating, then smoking. All right. He put some thought into this.
Right?
He put some thought into this. I'll give him credit for that. That's good. Weapon for good.
Your Honor, I was planning to call King Cobra as a character witness. I request to postpone the HRO hearing indefinitely.
Yep, there you go. There's your out right there. Josh O is back.
I officially apologize for Gino, but that empty-headed failed e-whore he married is not my fault. Did you know her asshole is on Google?
No one's ever told me that. Turbo 7049. It was for Carl. Oh, okay. Well, you gotta tell me that it's for me next time, and I'll get right on that. Guys, thank you so much for the support. We are going to talk to Adam Bush is here.
Hey.
Welcome Adam to the show, everybody.
Good to be here. Good to be here. Hi.
Yep.
Good to see you.
Patrick is here, but he's not. But I can kind of see him back there, but he's not really there. So that's where we're at with that. I do need Patrick on the show because I was going to talk about this HRO stuff. I have some clips. Who knows if we can even comment on it.
Right. Might not be able
But
to.
we can at least watch his face. We can at least watch his facial expressions as Erin says stuff. There he is.
I couldn't figure out how to get back.
Okay, I was wondering what was going on back there. All right. Erin's talking about HROs, and Erin really is so ignorant when it comes to anything law related. It's almost crazy. And I don't fancy myself an attorney or an expert on anything, although I have been getting up to speed. So check this out. I think this is going to be interesting. Where does he start talking about this stuff? Oh, I guess right at the beginning. Okay.
Ruin, but also loss of rights to visit his daughter. Well, I mean, you do make it difficult with the domestic violence restraining order. I mean, if a judge signs off on that, that means they read the thing and they went, well, then no, this looks legit.
No,
Okay.
it doesn't.
So he goes, if a judge signs off on a restraining order, or if the restraining order exists, then that means a judge is determined that it looks legit. This is right up there with his analysis of my LOL suit, where he goes, I mean, an attorney wouldn't take it if there wasn't merit to it.
Why would a lawyer do that?
Yeah. It's just the dumbest take ever. And he has no respect for his audience, and rightfully so.
It reminds me of something Michael Ray Bowers said on my show today. He was talking about losing his house, and he said like there was this whole entangled legal matter, and he said it was an attorney's nightmare. And I'm like, no, that's an attorney's dream.
Right.
On forever with tons
Yes.
of billable hours. Do you know anything about attorneys?
They run towards legal issues, not away.
Right. Yes,
They're
correct.
called lawyers.
Do people think that like when an attorney loses the case, they have to give the money back? Ah, shit. Well, I tried. Here you go, guys. Fucking idiots.
No, you pay your legal fees. That means your lawyer hands over the money to their lawyer.
Right. Nope.
I mean, that's what happens with those. A judge looks at it, they go, that's legit. And then the other side has to go, oh, no, here's proof that that's not true.
Okay. Where did you learn about that? From Nick and Patrick? Is that where you learned that the other side can say that's not true? But he goes on.
And usually you can't do it because it is true.
Now, this is interesting. He goes, okay, so someone files a restraining order, and it's got to be legit because the judge granted it. And then the other person says, well, no, this isn't true, but it is always true. The reason why I'm surprised he said that is because he has 2 restraining orders against him. One of them talks about how he abused his ex-wife, April, physically and psychologically. And he didn't contest that. Did he just confess to something? Patrick does not want to talk.
He must have found out that my lawyer and I filed a motion that said, "Oh shucks."
You got us. Damn it. Is that crazy though that he's talking about restraining orders? If they're true, then the other people don't contest it, and he's not contested either of the restraining orders.
I mean, look, no matter what you want to believe about those text messages between Ashley and April, I mean, they were from a year and a half before that HRO was filed.
Yeah, 2022.
There's no way you could argue that they were setting that up for a year and a half in the future. Like nobody ever knew those texts would come to light. Erin probably didn't know they existed. When he got that paperwork and read those for the first time, he probably shit his pants. And it doesn't matter. You can sit here and argue all day whether or not he did choke April, whether he headbutted April, all this stuff. There ain't nobody on planet Earth who wants to go into a court and talk about that.
Right.
So, yeah, he had to let it go.
Yeah, no, okay. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that. What's odd to me, and to bring this back around to Gino and Keanu, who stopped being friends with Erin because of that restraining order and the information in it, have now come back and said, oh, no, those were lies and that didn't happen. But didn't Erin pretty much confess to the headbutting thing where he said they were having this huge argument, this screaming match, and he got right up in her face and like butted heads with her as he was screaming at her? Like, yeah, I could see like where a woman would feel like she's being abused when that happens. That seems pretty rough.
For sure. And he towers over her. I mean, she's tiny next to him.
Yeah, he's a lot taller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's at this weird intersection of like this, physically looming guy, but also like not particularly like muscular or strong, and internally like clearly like no self.
Holy shit! I was listening to. I don't know where I heard the clips from, but he was talking about how he hates weightlifting. Did you guys hear this? This week? He's talking about what a great boxer he is and how he likes to go in and hit the heavy bag and spar.
I could just spar until the end of time. That
he
would
just
be
wants
my
to spar.
dream.
He's like, should I be picking up a weight or two? Yeah, I should be, but I'm not doing that shit. It's so weird.
Haven't you noticed that the guys who are always threatening to box you and fight you and meet you on the street and get you in the ring are the same ones who will not debate with you? Ever. They will not use words. They know they're going to lose. Aaron's the definition of soft, no matter how big he is. He's so soft. And
Also, every time he challenges someone to meet him in the streets and fight him, and they agree to it, he goes, "Never mind."
Right. He goes, actually, that's not legally sanctioned, it turns out, to do that. All right.
But if he would love to talk anytime, I would love to talk to him. Any one of us would love. Go ahead with your words. Explain to me how I'm wrong, and I will agree.
Legally allowed to. I would love to.
Haley, would you go on Steel Toe if you got an invite?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I've invited him on our show.
He's got an open invitation to this show on WATP. I'll go on his show anytime.
I want to meet my maker. How can you be afraid of me? You made me. I'm not afraid of you. Let's have a discussion.
See if there's anything else on this.
People don't just go file those because it's good for their health.
Oh, okay. This starts getting interesting again. Let me back this up a little bit. Again, he's talking about restraining orders. He has 2 restraining orders right now against Patrick and Nick Rekieta. And I don't know that he should be discussing this stuff. Probably not.
Proof that that's not true. And usually you can't do it because it is true. People don't just go file those because it's good for their health.
No, they do it because they don't want to be made fun of anymore.
And it's like you said, like he's had 2 against him and he didn't say a word. And then the 2 he's filed, both of the people went, "Nah, we're going to fight that."
Yeah, right. So I can't believe he's even pretending that he has standing in this realm. Why is he even bringing this up and talking about it?
Well, and the difference is with his, there was truth in the HROs. with the ones against him. So of course he's not going to push back. There was a lot of false statements made in the ones that he's put out against Patrick. And
you don't think third world aristocrat is going to stand up in the court of law, Haley?
I mean, it might. Who knows?
And then there's coping. He's additionally suing for intentional.
Okay, yeah. Then it gets back into
because both of his, there was evidence,
right,
of him both being physically threatening and of him doing the crime that he was accused of doing. Like, there was evidence of it. There was a clip of it. There were text messages. He's not going to. There's no clip of me threatening Erin Imholte.
No,
like, it doesn't exist. I've never been like, why I oughta, boy, I'm gonna come.
Wait till I get mine.
Though. Yeah, if you wanted to do that,
one of these days, Aaron. One of these days. I love that he never mentions my favorite detail in this whole case, which is that the judge allowed the restraining order against Patrick, but shortened the distance.
Yes.
Specifically made it shorter.
Not only that, Adam, but he asked for multiple things in this restraining order that Patrick couldn't talk about him anymore on the internet. I forget the things he listed there. And the only thing granted was, okay, he's not allowed around you and your kid, but 1,000 feet's that's a bit much. 500 plenty. You
should be allowed to the live show, just not in the first 10 rows.
The judge was picturing Nick and I standing next to each other, and because I'm so much bigger, I would be 500 feet away while Nick was 1,000.
Right.
Right. That's what was going on.
Nick's still going to catch up first.
It's about the radius of the.
It's an illusion. It's a perspective trick.
All right. Since we were talking about him challenging people to fights, this is fun. Aaron's getting some haters in the chat. He doesn't like it.
Manderson says, why is Toe so scared of everyone?
Oh.
Bro, really? I've fucking beaten everyone in every battle I've been in. The war is over.
He's unironically funny sometimes.
Yeah, that was great. If you could just see the wide shot of this, of him turning and looking to his buddies who aren't there for validation. Oh, I'm not tough. There's no one there, Aaron. You're alone. Yeah, it's really freaky.
This guy thinks I'm not going to kick everyone's ass.
Oh, you mean the court documents that I signed under penalty of perjury that said I'm terrified of these people?
You think I'm scared?
That's also a good point.
Everyone? Bro, really? I've fucking beaten everyone in every battle I've been in. The war is over, and this.
All right, let me ask a question. The first big battle he was in that I know of was against that other morning DJ who got the gig in Iowa or whatever.
Heather Fisher?
Yeah.
Or Heather Fish or whatever it was.
Heather Fish lunch. Who won that?
Erin.
One of them kept their job on morning radio, and the other was fired. Who won that matchup? I'm confused.
Soldiers in Okinawa are still hiding out on the island. It's brutal. I'm sorry, M. Anderson, but we do appreciate that you're a big fan and you come here to bring us your concerns.
Exactly.
Just this smug response and stuff where he thinks like, I really got over on that one. No, you said nothing and you look like a pussy.
I love that I'm kind of the Howard Stern to these people, like the prime Howard Stern, where it's like I have to listen to him to see what he'll say next. And it's like, oh, you poor thing, you don't understand you're the butt of our joke and that makes you our fan. Eric Cartman says, Aaron.
Okay, let me explain this because this is something I actually do have knowledge in.
Do you need some more red yarn to show us this?
No, let me explain what he's getting wrong here. Of course, famously, Howard Stern was #1 in the ratings. NBC was not happy with what the content of his show. They wanted to fire him and get him out of the company. And then the ratings book came out, and he's #1, and everyone's listening to his show, and they went, fuck, we can't fire this guy. He's killing it. And they're like, but he's so controversial. Why are people listening to him? There's a lot of people who don't even like him. That was hundreds of thousands of people. Aaron has 220 people watching him. And he goes, I'm just like Howard Stern. People are tuning in to see what I'm going to say next. Virtually no one is. Virtually no one.
No, he said this week that all the people who watch him then come watch us watch him to see if there's any extra Aaron they missed. That's what he said. He was like,
he didn't.
Yes, he did. He said the only reason anybody watches Melton is to see if there's something they missed from my show. It's like, right. Yes. Those little Aaron nuggets that slipped through the crack during the week.
Now, Patrick, I don't know if you know this, But that's an example of cope. He uses that word a lot, but he uses it incorrectly. That would be specifically coping.
Does not like the yucky bugs or spiders. Okay, wait a minute. Who does love the yucky bugs or spiders? I understand that.
No, hold on a second. Let me.
Did some hot talk.
Yeah, this is where I know it's ridiculous. This is where he challenges a fighter or a listener to a fight.
Eat you like a pinata if I could. No, you couldn't. No, you. Come on.
So this is odd right here.
He
So
wants to fight fans?
yes, now he wants to fight the chat.
You're a radio guy. Fight with your words, you little bitch. That's what you do for a living.
Yeah. It's not even like against a caller. It's not even like he's arguing with someone. Just the guy put a chat in that a few people saw, and he's just like, I'll fucking beat you up.
No, Kumia used to do this all the time. Like, meet me this weekend at F.H. Riley's, pussy.
Right. All the time.
That's all. All you can eat Negro. I would beat you like a pinata if I could. No, you couldn't.
By the way, if all you can eat Negro is challenging me, I am backing down from that one. I'm like, you probably do got me. I'm good. What a dumb idiot.
Is that going to be his poster on the boxing thing? Is that going to be it? Him like that?
I like that he's so big and badass and he's challenging everybody, but like bugs is where he draws the line. Ew,
well, because the discussion before this is he's going to the cabin with the kids and his parents, and he hates sleeping there. So he was saying that he's going to drop the kids off at the cabin. They go to bed, and then he drives back home and sleeps.
Yeah. I'm sure it has nothing to do with him actually just being a father and being with his kids. That keeps
He's
him.
1 week away from my daughter could beat your daughter up.
That's true.
No,
Might say it.
Come on, son. Come on, son. Hulkamasha Baby says, if you weren't twice divorced with kids, I'd think you were a gay bottom after that sentence. Look, it's fair.
By the way, there's a lot of divorced guys with kids who are gay bottoms. It's totally possible.
Don't forget to ask Keanu to co-host. I might.
Why?
It's gone so well in the past.
What is this thing? There's so much of this on his show where he's just reading random chats and has nothing to add to it. There's no reason to bring it up. He should have Keanu on. Maybe I will. What are we commenting with this? Okay. This is the other cope that he has.
Oh, M. Anderson's coping now. We got you, kid. It's all right. We make we make you the butt of our joke, and then you dance for us, and you get all mad in the chat. Go ahead. Keep going. You don't understand you're being controlled. If you're here, I've won. That's how it works. Let's continue on with the...
If you're watching his show, he's won. This is why I set the show up today talking about King Cobra. For all the people who are confused by that, King Cobra had a lot of eyeballs on him. He was a loser. He was an alcoholic. People would send him garbage to eat, and he would eat it because he had nothing else to do. Erin thinks, for some reason, people watching him, because they're laughing at him, is a win for the toe. I would argue it's just the opposite. It's actually quite embarrassing.
It's such a weird, specific thing. Like, you can embarrass them all you want. They just believe as long as we think that he's not embarrassed, it's fine. He has to maintain this no matter what happens, and it's getting really delusional.
There's a world where if self-awareness were a component in this world, that would be true. There's a world where a guy in a dunk tank charging $1,000 to throw a ball and dunk him is laughing all the way to the goddamn bank,
right?
While being the guy that people are dunking on. But he reframes everything as like, I don't know what you're talking about. Right. That I'm a loser.
Yeah, Perry Caravello doesn't have bravado about him. He's not on going, I'm the best streamer in the world. You guys all fucking know it. Like, he knows he's the butt of the joke, and he's willing to accept that in order to get money coming in. Aaron's just the opposite.
Yeah, all he has to do is show us the chair, the cuck chair that he loves and that he uses, and suddenly he's the winner, and the joke's all on us, but he'll never do it.
Yeah, you remember when he came back and making fun of Nick for having powder on his nose, and Erin had the powder.
Which time? Was it 17 times he did that bit?
Yeah, he's going into the camera and stuff like that. If he came on the show and just had some cum dripping off of the side of his mouth.
Oh, my God.
Fucking legendary, you know? Be great. Oh, sorry, Slam Piece's boyfriend was over. My bad. Anyway.
a laundry stream telling us how to get out those tough protein stains.
I donate right now. He'd make every goal. Every goal. Ding, ding.
It's that easy. Like Erin would say, see, we've given you the playbook, Erin. We've told you how to defeat us, and you still won't do it. All right, supertip.gg/WATP. This Nancram is coming up big right now, and I appreciate that very much. $125.
Whoa!
Thank you very much for that donation. People are being very generous today, and I do appreciate it. Here's a donation for 10 minutes of your lawyer's time. I will get big sauce next week. Thank you, Nancram. It is very much appreciated. He's going to have to type an email to someone at some point, and that will cover it. So I appreciate it. Turbo 7049.
You never answered, Carl. You fucking me or marrying me?
Yeah, Carl. What about me?
And what about my biggest mistake? Why isn't Shuley on the soundboard? Did he preemptively claim anti-Shulmatism?
Who do I have to decide who I'm fucking or killing? Blind Mike or Tookie?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what this
I
comes
mean,
down to?
everyone every day.
You know what? I'd fuck Blind Mike because I'd have deniability. You know?
Oh
Whose
my
dick
God.
was in my ass? Like, it wasn't mine, man.
I don't know. I trust a blind person's smell more than a sighted person's sight.
There you go.
Eyewitness testimony is notoriously unreliable.
I can't kill the co-host of WATS though. I enjoyed that show too much, so I got to kill Tookie. Sorry, Rumple Trenchcoat coming in.
Oh, no.
I have video evidence that Patrick threatened me. When I challenged him to a boxing match, Patrick accepted the challenge. Keep that brute away from me.
That's true. Wait.
Yeah.
Andre Gunner. This is the guy who supplied us with all the Stephanie Miller archives. This guy is a Hall of Famer in my book.
Fuck you, chatters. When I'm on this channel, all you do is objectify me and talk about my boobs. But you actually treat Haley with respect. What the fuck? I also deserve respect. Just kidding. Please keep sexualizing me and never stop talking about my boobs.
Okay. All right, there you go. At first, you didn't really capture Lucy Tightbox's essence, but you got it at the end there.
That was the Haley we know and love.
Yep. Principal Uncertainty coming in. He would have gone back to radio if it wasn't for those pesky kids. See what you did there? KJ's not done yet. Oh, this is a different KJ. $5. His insult to every guy he challenges is kid. Who does he think he's intimidating?
Yeah, and son. He said son before.
No one's intimidated by this guy. That's what's so weird about it. But
speaking of radio, Paul Shea texted me this week saying that he was talking about him again.
Yes, I did play that on WATP when Adam was on Wednesday. So this is the craziest thing. Paul Shea wrote an article about this Penn and Teller show at the Renaissance Fair. And Erin had been talking about that on his show. So when he saw that Paul Shea wrote an article about it, he goes, oh, once again, Town Square Media watching me nonstop. I'm the one who's giving them their news and they're copying me, but which is all stupid. But the best part was, as he's calling out Paul Shea, he goes, now watch, Paul Shea is going to go on the subreddit and spurg out about this. He thinks the guy who's called Paul Shea in Steel Toe Boring Show is actually Paul Shea.
Fantastic.
Which proves so many things. It proves that he's all over that subreddit and reading it and knows about it. And also that he's a fucking moron. It doesn't understand how the internet works.
It's an ongoing joke that like every single thread on there gets like one downvote.
Yeah.
And it's like, I wonder who's immediately downvoting everything the minute it happens.
One guy doesn't like anything they're talking about here. I wonder who that could be. It's hilarious. Still bored. Attorney Steven here. Oh, see? The bored attorney is still hanging out.
Nice.
It must be all right then. We're having a good time. I know I bummed people out at the beginning with the King Cobra's dad stuff. I get it. Maybe it wasn't the best way to start a show, but I'm new here, all right? It's my first day.
The gall of an attorney to be mad at somebody for boring someone else.
Good point. Silence Do-Good coming in.
Thanks for making this happen, Erin. I've wanted to chat for quite some time. I really just have one question, if you will. So, you think the simplest explanation is thousands of mentally ill people happen to find each other, and not that you might just be a douchebag?
Yes.
Fascinating. Thanks, Erin.
Pretty much it.
It's called
You don't have to go on
Razor.
You don't have to go on the show now.
That was it.
That's funny. The Ghost of Mr. P. Adam kisses
a bus,
a caboose. Jenny or
Maybe a
Haley?
bus.
Jenny or Haley bigger?
Cans.
Cans. Let's see. Yeah, let's see them. I'll be the judge of this. I'm familiar with Jen's.
What do I have to do with this? Why are you bringing me into this?
Haley.
You got to show your boobs, Adam.
Oh, is that what's happening? Okay.
I think so, yeah.
I'm not going to let Carl bully me into this one.
Nice.
Mr. Blue Sky, I can't believe it's been 6 months already. Well, it hasn't. It's been 5 months. You've been a member for 5 months. That's why you can't believe it. But thank you very much for the support. Much appreciated. All the members on this channel get 2 bonus episodes every month, and you get to watch WTP on Saturdays when we do them behind the paywall. We recently had Anthony Cumia on the show on the Saturday behind the paywall show. It was pretty fantastic.
Maybe it's like that country. What's that country they consider you 1 year old when you're born?
There's a country that does that?
Yeah. There's some culture anyway.
I was going to guess the continent it's on, but I'm not Anthony Cumia. Little says, Adam, please read into this comment with 2 minutes of nonsensical analysis. Completely deconstruct me with no comedic effect. Thanks. Get a job, dork.
Yes, Korea. It's Korea. South Korea.
Oh, okay. I was way off. Well, I was thinking about this because my nephew had his first birthday the other day. And I got him a card. I'm like, well, it's literally his second birthday. Even though they celebrated his first birthday, but it's literally his second birthday. The first birthday is the day. Anyway, enough of my analysis.
Blew my mind.
Enough of my analysis. Am I right? I know, right?
I'm glad Moody's not here because we would have been here for an hour just on that.
I sound like that guy from Empire breaking down my own math and changing how math works. What's that guy's name? Adam?
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard, yeah.
By that logic,
He's a genius.
Carmick's gotten pussy 3 times.
You should check out Nobody Likes Onions today if you missed it. A huge breakdown of the relationship between Gilly and Carmick. And you said it best. I've said it as well, but if you have like very little experience dating and you haven't been with a lot of people, and your first instinct is to go on MLC and give every fucking detail of hooking up with someone, you're broken. That's insane. It's
You should
insane thing
rehearse
to do.
a few times in private before you film a porno.
So bad.
I can understand how that audience has stuck with him from his introduction as the swinging man who is in the valley of men, and it's just this definition of machismo. And then a couple months later he's like, we went on a hike and it was lovely and I'm getting out of my, and they're all like, well, you got it, man, you're the best, you're a real man. I'm like, this is the same guy.
Don't forget, the guy was openly weeping every other day on his show back in the beginning. It was like, this guy was never the man's man. I don't know where that came from. It's almost ironic.
It is. I thought that was just alcoholism. I didn't realize he's just very, very weak and soft.
Yeah, he was drinking his feelings.
Oh, we digress.
Which is something drinking your feelings is fine. I just don't turn on your webcam. That'd be my advice.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy. Pretty easy rule.
And don't criticize others.
Oh, he hates me. Karmic X has a lot of negative things to say about me for some reason.
He doesn't know why, though. He had Cardiff on the other day, and just seeing him be like, he basically broke it down. What we just discussed earlier is like, he just tries to say it in a more intellectual way. If you say nice things about me, you're cool. Everything's cool. But if you don't, what's your fucking problem, you asshole? You should fucking die.
Well, that was funny when I was listening to the Patrick show today, because he's playing a clip of Karmic going, listen, I've been a nice guy. I don't know what the problem is. I was like, I've been a nice guy. He hasn't been a nice guy to me. He's always said shitty things about me. I don't know what's going on. Bone CK, $5. How's that spreadsheet going, Patrick? Not even calling you an alleged PDF file anymore.
Oh, no. I've been a straight up PDF file for a while now.
Queefer Aaron's butt stomach. Bush is the Dabbleverse needed. # more Adam and less Trucker Andy.
More of both. We need more Trucker Andy.
We need more of both. I tried to get Trucker Andy on the show tomorrow, but he's busy for WTP. He'll be back soon. James Q Legend. Haley, if you HRO'd one person on panel, there you go.
Oh, Carl. Definitely Carl, I guess, at this point. Yeah, he's coming through hell.
I'm dangerous. That's true.
True.
Hi, Adam. Carl is funny. Thank you.
HR is going to contact you afterwards, Haley, to just talk about what happened earlier.
10-4. Appreciate it. I'll be around.
I fucking hate HR. That's why I got into podcasting. Get
They
away
do
from
not
HR
help.
departments.
They are not your friend.
It's not great. All right, let's talk about co-hosts. This is an interesting phenomenon that happened this week. Johnny, he's got some issues with his insurance. He's got some issues with dealing with the state.
Forget
all that kind of stuff. And so he's not as available to be on the show as Erin would like him to be.
Johnny will not be here Monday. Johnny's got some stuff to do. Johnny's been taking a lot of time off. So I want to bring in somebody else for Monday because as much fun as the solo shows are, the numbers aren't as good.
They're mostly solo shows. The numbers aren't as good. As much fun as they are. And I can tell he's having a blast.
Wait until he figures out he could get like ChatGPT to co-host for free. You don't have to pay it anything. It'll just say whatever you want. It'll go along with all your bullshit.
I'm surprised more people aren't doing that, to be honest with you. Erin, that'd be perfect for Erin.
Yeah, they just want a warm body. They don't want them to speak. Anything Johnny
Right.
Crutches says, he cuts them off. He just wants them there.
Yeah, he could put a loop of Johnny from previous shows up next to him, and it would be the same show. Like
The only problem with ChatGPT is that it'd be like, no, actually, attorneys take lawsuits all the time that they know they can't win. It's a very common. Okay, shut up.
Well, he could tweak it to not ever fact check him or call him incorrect.
Right.
As much fun as the solo shows are, the numbers aren't as good. And that's understandable. Like, who doesn't like watching a morning show where there's two guys who can, bounce shit off of each other?
Yeah, so why did all your co-hosts leave, Erin? What? This has been going on for quite some time. You're just realizing this now?
I love the idea of an AI co-host that bites its tongue. He's like, we get 50,000 uniques a month, and it just goes.
That's hilarious.
Would he ever say anything like this to any of his co-hosts? Like, hey, man, you're the reason the numbers are up. It's all you.
He has done it before. He Johnny. Remember when he made Johnny stand, and he was like, "That's the reason we hit the goal today. You guys love Johnny."
No, he abuses people for stunts and money, of course. I'm just saying he's always taking all the credit. It's so weird to see him just admitting anybody wants to see anyone. Would you be talking to anyone else be any different, Erin? That's not when it comes alive.
No, I'll be honest. I think he's way better with a co-host. He's terrible by himself.
It's all terrible to me.
He reads the chat. That's one of the things. Him just responding to random chat that's just boring and innocuous is a terrible show. But he's got nothing else to do. He's got no one else to talk to.
Sounds like somebody who took a shortcut saying that.
Yeah, I know. Good point. He's got me there.
I've been asking the audience on the Toe Boys page and the Steel Toe Morning Show Facebook page, who would you like to see us bring in?
This is insane.
Who would it be? Who's on the list? Oz.
Have you seen this yet? Have you seen this clip?
Hey, let me guess. Let me guess. Oz, possibly, but I'm not thinking Corey Adam.
Cheeto?
Whiskly Pete.
He always calls him something
and then,
different.
of course, Gino and Keanu.
Okay, yes. All right. I think
You got
you're going to
there.
nail this one with this. Who the fuck needs to go to a Facebook group to figure out how to run their show? I can't even imagine a scenario where I'm going in on social media and going, hey, what do you guys think if I covered more of Opie this week and a little less of Stuttering John, but we also brought in this new podcast I'm looking at? It's like, just do your fucking show, man.
I'd love if he got Cheetos on there.
That would be great.
Dead brain Cheetos behind the mic.
It'd be interesting.
For the Monday morning show. And the top vote getter has been Oz.
The top vote getter has been Oz. When's the last time Oz has been on the show? Patrick, do you know?
It might have been last year, but I'm thinking 2023.
Yeah, because wasn't Oz going to be the big guest at the 10th anniversary show and he didn't show up?
You mean the roast?
the roast that turned into the hang, right?
Yeah, but he overslept or drank or something happened.
All right, but good.
Well,
Let
Oz was there this year.
Right. He was there. He was Mean Oz.
Yeah.
That joke landed every time
so far. And I did ask him, Oz is out of town on Monday, but
yeah. You want me to co-host your show on Monday? I'm so out of town on every Monday. I apologize.
he is going to try and set up a studio in his hotel room, and he is going to try to do the show Monday. So I told Oz, let me know by Saturday. The second leading vote getter was Keanu.
Amazing.
Vote getter?
Yeah, vote
Second
getter.
leading vote getter was Keanu.
A newsman
hair
speaks.
cutter person?
He covers elections. Vote getter.
I will ask her if Oz can't go. I've already reached out to.
I like that he's already admitting live. He's just like, in a pinch, we'll get Keanu out of here. Like, no one wants to know that they're the second choice. By the way, I did want Blind Mike on the show today, but he's at a wedding.
Corey Adam to see if he can do it.
Wow.
And
Corey Adam, the guy who does not. I know you're killing this. The guy who does not respond to his text messages anymore. He's like, maybe we'll get.
Hasn't responded to his text in 2 years, but I'll
know.
be back any minute. He's upstairs making candy.
But this is the thing, though. That this is why you don't let others try to control your show, because they're going to give you really bad ideas. Like, hey, you should get Corey Adam on. Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, sure would.
Does he even have a preference? Does he give a shit at all about his show? Does he have any feeling of any sense of obligation to put out a show that he would want to watch?
By the way, when you ask this question, why wouldn't anybody do fun at Kamala Harris? Someone said, okay.
Right. All right, well, listen to what's coming next.
people said Gino. Here's the thing with Gino.
Here's the thing with Gino.
I wonder what this could be.
I think you know exactly what this is going to be. Gino might have fucked him over at the 11th anniversary show with a lot of Kayla Ricada talk.
My lawyer says I'm not supposed to play with Gino anymore.
Love Gino. Gino's a friend. He's great.
Gino
is too much of a liability for the situation I'm in right now for me to put.
He can't trust a grown man to keep his mouth shut about things.
He's a friend who will not listen no matter how many times I beg him to not send me to jail. He's a friend.
He refuses to not send me to jail, this fucking guy.
Gino is too much of a liability for the situation I'm in right now for me to put him on the air on my channel. I can't
shit.
because
that, by the way, this is a crazy thing to say. If you're watching this on This Little Piggy, you go, oh, this makes perfect sense. But Erin never talks about this stuff on his show. No. He's never talked about the fact he's going back to court for these HROs and he's been moving dates around and all these things. So the fact that he just says it's a liability, like, are there people in the chat going, what does that mean?
For sure.
What's he talking about?
It's like he manages to not talk directly about the case, but still, whatever he's talking about, if the judge were to randomly click in, it would be the worst for him. It would make him look so bad. Whatever he was just saying about the guy he sent the revenge porn to on the air would not be appreciated. They want you to just leave it alone.
Right. Yeah, when I talk to Gino off air, we say some crazy shit about this bitch. I don't need him repeating that stuff when he comes on the show.
I mean, Patrick laid it out for him. When you got that legal filing, you didn't say a word. You just didn't say anything. Let him spin. That's the restraint they're looking for from you, Aaron.
And I love Gino, but if you ask Gino, and he'll say the same thing, if you ask Gino not to talk about something or not to say something, you cannot trust that he won't try to tiptoe that goddamn line.
Or if you ask him about to drink something.
Sounds
that
like
also
an
won't
awesome
work.
friend.
Yeah, and that's some
And I've
great
got
intel. Nobody knew that about him. You couldn't tell
Right.
from like watching him for 5 seconds.
My ducks in a row, and everything's good, and the only person who can f it up is me, and I'm not going to f it up. So
What I love
Gino.
I love the dynamic that's played out this past week. When Erin asked Gino not to say something, Gino can't not say it. And when Gino asked Kiki to not reveal she doesn't know where Alaska is, she's like, I have to let everybody know. Nobody in that household over there can keep their fucking mouth shut.
That is true. Listen to what he says right here, Patrick. You don't have to comment, but just listen.
Only person who can f it up is me, and I'm not going to f it up. So
he says, let me back up a little bit more. He says he has all his ducks in a row.
Goddamn f***ing line. And I've got all my ducks in a row.
He's confident again. This is
Well,
the
this
same
is about
confidence.
This is about the revenge porn case, right?
Yes, right. This is the same confidence he had going into the last hearing where he was thrown into jail.
He was like, there's no violation. That's horseshit. And then he went to jail. And now he's saying, I can't bring Gino on because he can't be trusted not to violate, but everything's fine.
But I got all my ducks in a row and it's all good. Nothing to worry about for me. This guy's fun. I'm sorry. Erin is fun.
He doesn't remember that
to
we
watch.
just went through this with him. He just told us how his court appearance was going to go. He ended up in jail.
I know.
And he's like, take my word for it this time. Everything's going to be fine.
If I had to guess, $60 in a fine.
Yeah, right. Like, it's a little more than a slap on the wrist. They're going to pinch this time. This is the guy who tells me how my LOL suit's going to go down, how the HROs are going to go down, how all of this works. He couldn't be further off. But he does know all the things that are going on in the super secret Discords. Discord.gg/NLO.
Oh, no. We might have to lock it down.
Oh, boy.
Clippers Unite with 199 says, when did the Peggy monster enter the scary dream? Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first Coper of the day. I have gotten intel from people. They've sent me some DMs that they get from because they play that they're not pro steel toe. They go, dude, these people all need to get a checkup. And it's these people who are just DMing this guy and they're ranting and raving about, like, he's got to be lying. He can't be hitting the goal.
Show a screenshot. If these are DMs and people are ranting and raving, this would be a great time.
This isn't a scoop. There are people out there who think I'm not hitting the goal. I found out in a secret chat.
So he's got a mole in the Discord or something, and people are DMing the mole and saying, I don't think he's making the goal. I think he's making up these contributions he's getting from the audience. Doesn't seem to make sense.
Be hitting the goal. I'm assuming that Clippers Unite is one of these people. Just know that your conversations with others are not safe and that we have a really good laugh at your expense. But
so the problem with this is that Erin has played this before. He's made this move before. The big laugh at the other's expenses. Remember when him and Coach Scott couldn't stop giggling like schoolgirls over what a loser Patrick was?
Yes, plus him and Kiki are laughing about Pretty Antisocial. I'd say probably 40% of his day is spent laughing.
Yes. It's true. Laughing at all the losers and haters out there. It's like, no, we've proven this bothers you and you're not laughing and you're making all of this up. And this is a cope. He's so much projection. It's crazy. The fact that he's just constantly using the word cope incorrectly. This guy comes on, criticizes him, and goes, oh, here's the latest cope. No, it's called criticism.
Yeah.
If a judge were to watch this, she would come to the conclusion that he is the biggest danger to himself.
Yes.
Right.
Like, you are going to self-harm, sir. We need to get you.
We need to get you a job in construction. Get away from the internet, you idiots.
welcome, Clippers Unite. Good to have you, buddy. Don't live too much of your life for the internet. Is SP the first partner you've...
Okay, then he goes into his trips to Vegas, which is very exciting stuff. Supertip.gg/WATP is where you can go to help fund my attorney fees. RPG Soundforge coming in.
Erin, the buttering draws near. Somebody will make you an offer you can't refuse.
I think that's
One
true.
day.
I think that's true. He was talking on his show about transitioning.
Yes.
From Erin with an A to Erin with an E. And he goes, oh, that might be the one thing there isn't a dollar amount for. I was like, you don't know what you just said, dude.
That was him floating it out there.
Yeah.
Right. And then people
Unless...
could you imagine the Patrick? Okay, so I get that angle, but could you imagine if there's just one thing you wouldn't do for money? There's just this one thing that there isn't a dollar amount for.
You found it.
Yikes. That's scary. Steven the attorney again. Oh, what's up, Steven? And I like that he's anonymous, but he tells us his name. Adam rules. I am donating because I know how much legal fees are, even when you've done nothing wrong. FSJ. Yes, fuck Stuttering John. And the civil court system is fucking crazy, man.
And if I know Carl, if he wins and he's able to recoup his losses from Stuttering John, all these will be refunded.
Yeah, I can't wait for Moneybags Melendez to pay up all my attorney fees. Minimal participation. In South Korea, when a baby is born, that's their 1-year birthday. When Pat said Korea, is that why Carl said that? Sure. Now I know this is a new fact for me. Shouldn't they be like 9 months old or something? Why 1 year? The cum wasn't even, the sperm wasn't even processed yet. Connor coming in.
ChatGPT is upstairs making candied bacon.
ChatGPT is upstairs, yes. Coleman coming in again.
Adam Bush, you've been referred to as the funny one. Is that reputation justified?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah, the noodle arm loser who can't even keep up with me is going to take on random fans his age or younger.
I'm a boxing expert, and I can confidently say Toe will beat everyone at the same time. Skull. Pay up, Lady K.
Processing cum. I can't stop thinking.
Well, it's not there for a really long time. You know, it's kind of new. You know, it's just been processed in the process.
Is that the gestation of the baby?
Not pregnant women's bellies. Like I can feel him processing cum.
Almost
No,
done.
before the Jesus Christ, do I have to explain how this works to you, Patrick? Well, you losers with no kids don't even understand how
You're
any
in
of this
the
works.
wrong department. That goes upstairs to cum processing.
I'm an abortion guy, so I know a thing or two about all of this. What was I going to say about that last comment? Now you've got me off my game. Now I forgot what we were talking about. Tim Bollinger coming in.
Johnny has been having a lot of health issues lately. He's been struggling financially and can't find a place to live. So anyway, fuck him. Who should my new co-host be?
Dude, there's another clip I saw on the subreddit where he's like, maybe I should stop paying Johnny. He hasn't been around for a while. Like, he never comes off looking good.
First of all, who believes he's
weird.
paying Johnny while he's not there?
Oh, there's no way.
Like, yeah, and Johnny has to find a place to live in like weeks, like in just a couple weeks.
Do you remember when Johnny had that, it was a GoFundMe or something to raise money for his move or a new place?
Oh, it's still up.
Well, no, I know. Erin promoted it on a Sunday evening show and never talked about it again.
Well, he said he would put a link to it in the chat a few times if they hit the goal.
Right. It was a carrot on a stick. It was.
Such an asshole.
That
That's
was
a
the one
reward.
he couldn't fake. The one he couldn't send his own money in for was the one.
It'll be a reward. If you guys give me money, I'll let you give Johnny money. Oh. He had one this week. I don't know if you saw this or have a clip, but he had one this week where he was calling it the Doorman Challenge. Did you
I
see
didn't
this?
see this.
I
No,
did
talk
see
to
that.
me.
I don't understand the rules.
There was some guy named Doorman in there, and he was like, I think this was Wednesday morning, and he was like, let's get the goal knocked out early. Let's get the whole goal knocked out by 8. If you're a VIP, throw in 25, and all normals, all regulars, throw in 10.
Oh, I did see that.
And he keeps calling. Now he refers to it, and he brought it up again Wednesday night. He goes, let's do the Doorman Challenge again. And then Thursday morning, he said, we'll do the Doorman Challenge. And it's like, let me get this straight. If you've given him $250, you should give him more now. But his idea was literally like, everyone give 10 and VIPs give 25.
But that's how he.
Challenge.
Okay, so that's how he looks at his audience, because they're pay pigs to him, and he's been lately again calling out specific guys to give him money when he's not hitting the goal, which is disgusting.
Yes,
to
like
do that.
Lev and Reels.
Right.
It'd be like playing them off one another and having them throw hundreds of dollars at your program.
Well, you do it with a little more tact than he does. Not the point. the point
Also,
is,
I didn't come up with it. They start challenging each other through super tips. It's not my fault.
no one's accusing anyone of anything over here. I was trying to talk about the toe. This is a show not about King Cobra. It's about Steel Toe.
I wanted to tie it together.
I understand. So he sees these people as ATM machines, and he goes, that's a bigger ATM machine, so that one has to give me more money in order to get the exact same product.
Because you gave me a bunch of money once, you can afford to give me more now. Right.
It shows you that's what his relationships are like in regular life. The nicer you are to him, the more he expects and the more mad at you he is. He's the definition of biting the hand that feeds him.
You know, now that I think about it, the cable companies have always done this. The phone companies have always done this. Like, it just like, oh, you're willing to pay this much? Well, now you have to pay this much. And they're like, if you're a new subscriber, you get the whole thing for $30 a month. I'm like, I'm paying $200. I've been a customer for years. That's why I canceled many contracts. It's not a good feeling for people.
Yeah, his listeners should call the show and say, "I'd like to cancel my VIP membership," and they'll go, "We'll give you a discount to keep you on."
Right. That's what I mean. Like, you should be able to complain about shit like that.
Punishing the people that are loyal to you.
Yes, right. The long-term customers get the unfair treatment. This is who, what, why coming in.
Corey is upstairs brewing his own beer. He's very busy. Oz is helping with the taste testing. Eat my ass, Steel Toe Brewery. I can't stop winning.
That's a whole other thing, that Steel Toe Brewery. Truth Seeker knows. Love Adam and Haley, miss Moody. I guess hi, Carl and Melton. Great show. This is a great show.
It is.
This is the logo for Steel Toe Brewery, just for anybody.
There's only so many things you can do with Steel Toe, I guess, but wow, that is almost exactly the same.
Sign, exactly. It's what the sign behind him is.
Yeah,
and this company is 4 years older than him, and he lied this week and said, "No, they started a year after me."
Yes,
it's like so. Yeah, we haven't even gotten into that, but somebody from the brewery got in touch with me. They listened to the show. They sent me a T-shirt and these stickers, and they're like, "Yeah, this is insane that this guy is saying like we copied off of him."
That's hilarious. Weird comment. 15-month member. The numbers are better on Mondays for douchebag because it's after This Little Piggy. Nothing to do with the co-hosts.
Interesting.
I believe
I
that.
agree with that. This is the show people tune into to find out about Erin. Over 1,500 people watching right now. I wish one of them would hit the like button. Maybe hit subscribe. That'd be cool.
Yeah, because Mondays are the reaction, right? Mondays are the like, oh, is
I
that
wish.
what they're saying now?
Well, I know. I wish you'd get into it more. It'd be more interesting for people. You'd actually get a lot more viewers if we did that. The Ghost of Mr. P. Vote for me, toe second mic. I'll email Pat about it. All right.
I said that this week, Carl, like, because you offered to go on his show. Like, can you imagine how big his numbers would be if he was having Carl from WATP on? And if you always tell the truth and you don't have anything to hide, what's the problem?
Right.
I did this with Stuttering John. We've already done this before, right? John and I decided, like, okay, we're going to do 2 shows, one on my channel, one on your channel. We're just going to debate one-on-one. And it got huge fucking numbers. Of course it did. Erin is leaving money on the table. But he's a
one of the first, it might have been the first show we ever did when I was on WTP. You said to me, like, haven't you gone a little overboard and asking people to shut down this prize show? And I just go, yeah, you're probably right. Like, what are we like?
Right.
Just have a conversation.
You're allowed to concede. You're allowed to concede some things. Right. That's the thing that Erin can't fucking do. If I went on there just like, well, you said this and this, he'd be like, yeah, I know, I was being a little hyperbolic.
Oh, like a loser. That's what a loser would do.
I don't even understand this one. James Q. Legend says, Carl F. Mary Kill, Haley is Shuley. What does that mean? Jared, I would kill to get Adam onto the Toe show.
Oh my God.
That'd be amazing. Haley won't kill anyone. Mistress Meg, at birth, you are living your first year. That's true.
Yeah.
Steve B, $10. Thank you for the show, guys. Hey, Patrick, you look like me. That's what all the girls say.
They all say I look like you. Wait.
Yeah, there's a lot of confusion between Steve B and Patrick Melton. Goat Malp, if Erin had real fans, they'd be here trying to troll and defending their boy. I never see any of that. Not even from the MS8 hater Erin made up. MSO.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bizarre when you look at the chat, the difference between these shows, that Erin can possibly spin this any other way than to say that there's just way more people who are watching us and enjoying it than would ever watch him.
Count the thousands he's banned.
Right, that's true.
And historically, when a fandom is like repressed or mocked or ostracized, even in politics, like they grow stronger.
Yep.
They get more vocal. They be here in every chat. Try talking shit about like Ariana Grande or one of those people that with that Brazilian fan base. Like, go ahead. They are going to swarm and take over. They won't tolerate it. There's not one, even barely in your own chat, Erin, there's not one who's like, when are we getting to the hot topics?
I think Adam's confusing the Bayhive.
Oh, yeah, whoever. Sure, them. I haven't been on the internet in a while. Whoever the kids are locking. I'm still at the Maypole dance with Aaron's date.
Naturally negative $5. For those transitioning the toe, the trick is to convince him it's his idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes. If we want to get Aaron with an A to become Aaron with an E. You got to make it seem like he wanted to do that, and he thought it was funny. I have one more quick clip, but I'm keeping you guys late. We're past 6 o'clock. Haley, do you have to go?
I have a little bit longer.
Okay. I don't want to take advantage of anyone's time. Adam, Patrick. You guys good?
I'm all good.
Okay. This is a quick one, but I think it's funny because he gets criticized for the prep that he does. And in typical Erin fashion, he has to, rather than just like, hey, that's a good point, or no, it's not a good point for this reason or that reason, everything with him turns into cope. That's like the only word he knows for some reason.
Use them to get ourselves pregnant. It's fucking weird. Gonsbo with $2 says prep service is weak. Do your own, kid. Oh man, I'm sorry that the stories I gather for the show bother you, but
the prep services week is constructive criticism. I'm sorry they bother you. No one's bothered. They're just not that interesting, is what the person is saying.
The prep service cope?
The prep service cope. Can someone please explain to me what cope means?
I gotta say this. The copes and the fan fiction are getting weaker. I deserve better. You guys can do better than that. It's
if it's getting weaker, why are you reacting to it more?
Yeah.
Right.
More than ever before, it feels like.
I mean, if Erin saw the chats that come in during this show, especially when I'm on Patrick's channel about me, if I was reacting to every fucking thing that I saw, that'd be insane. That'd be insane behavior. And the fact that this guy just goes, yeah, you know what? The prep service isn't that great. You should probably prep more interesting things. Oh, okay. You hater. There's your cope, you loser. Calm down, man. It's not a big deal.
I don't think he even really takes in these sentences. I think the second he thinks it starts to even skew negative, he's just like, oh, fuck this person. Like, he doesn't know the difference between criticism and an insult, like you're saying. So the second it's negative, he's off and running, and there's no levels to it. He's just, if it's about him, it's a 10, and he's got to respond.
Well, so this gets funnier because, and I didn't get to this. I did have some prep for this. The Rack Tracker April has been fucking with him quite a bit with Super Chats. I don't know if you guys have been following that at all.
No.
But it's a chatter with April's face as the avatar, and that person emailed me and sent me all the different chats that he's been sending to Erin to fuck with them, and Erin's been reacting to a lot of it. He's not handling it well.
Someone said he's been talking about April a lot lately, and the speculation behind that is SP's gone, so he's looking back and missing.
Well, right. Because after April, he went back to the ex before. So, yeah, why wouldn't you go, okay, now I go back to April again? Makes sense.
This must be a nice break from him having to pay someone to wear an April mask and talk to him.
Like, if let's say SP and him were broken up during anniversary week when he was encouraging Keanu to text April, it's like,
right.
Would he really in his head be trying to make overtures to April to like come hang out or talk or let's?
Yes,
of course.
He wanted. That's the whole purpose of the Keanu thing. That's what he's doing.
Holy shit!
Wow.
He spent $3,000 on them for two reasons: to get them to take back the mean things they said about him choking her, and in the hopes that she would reach out to April while she was there and mention that she's there with Aaron, and Aaron's a normal, good guy, and everything's great here. You should come hang out.
And to rub their face in a little bit, like a
That
dog
too.
and shit. Like, hey, remember when Gino got me arrested for that? Like, he's done that a few times.
He has, yes. He has
Like,
done that a few times.
He likes doing that.
But yeah, he's going for the retap. And the retap is what you do when you're out of options and you're lazy.
That was really fun. Let me get that smelly pussy coke whore over here again.
But SP taught him that twice.
Yeah. No, that's true.
So that's what he knows.
Yeah, it's like everything else. Even those relationships can't be a rejection. The relationship couldn't have been a failure. He has to keep going back to them so he can remind himself that it was still a win.
Yep.
There's a pragmatic part to it too, right? I mean, can you imagine how exhausting and how much effort it would take to bring a new woman into the fold and fight everything that's on the internet? Like if a woman just Googled him, like that he met on Tinder, and then went out on a date, found out his last name or whatever, and started Googling him, like that would be I mean, it would just be exhausting the amount of stuff he would have to answer and explain. And
Well, it turns out the internet is all mentally ill, and every single person on the internet has lost their mind.
But that's why Bootleg April at the anniversary party makes sense, because he doesn't have to do any of that groundwork. She already knows what she's getting with him.
then April's going to be like, well, you're making less than ever. I'd love to come back.
I've always said if you do have a fan base or you have viewers and listeners, you'd be crazy not to take advantage of that if you're a single person. You'd be working way harder to win someone else over. So it makes sense that you'd be with that chick from the anniversary show.
I don't know if it was ever real, but remember when Stuttering John went on that went on a Tinder date in Florida, and he told her not to look him up on the internet. He said, we're going to play a game. We're not going to look each other up and then see what happens.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's got to be a crazy way to live your life, where every time you meet someone new, you really hope they don't Google you.
Let's play Don't Google Me.
Yeah,
I've heard Merch say that though too. He says that whenever he goes on dates or whatever, if they say that they know who he is or they start asking too many questions, that he just won't see him again and won't call him back.
You're asking too many questions on this date.
I guess.
It can't be hard to find a woman in central Minnesota that doesn't know how to use the internet.
But just a public service announcement: if you're dating someone and they specifically tell you before you're about to meet them not to search them on the internet, search them on the internet and don't go on the date.
Yep. Whatever you do, don't do a background check, okay?
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck is that?
Honestly, I would think it's going to be way worse. I'm thinking sex registry, something sex offender registry or something like that. I'd be like, oh, you just get clowned by a bunch of people on Reddit? Oh, okay, I can deal with that.
Yeah, oh, thank God.
Thank God that's how it is. All right, this is the last clip that I want to play. But this is what I was talking about before. The Rack Tracker April brings something up.
Thank you, Rack Tracker April, for another $5. I appreciate that.
So the one pun thankfully kept the text up here because he brought up and removed it immediately. He's not showing any of these chats, but it says nothing wrong with a small game license, just something lives by it. Helping you close the goal. Want to lick it off my chest again, is what this chat reads. So let's see how Erin responds to that.
75 away from today's goal. Oh, speaking of fan fiction, you're still buying that one, huh? Oof, desperate. I guess I was supposed to be gone by now. You weren't supposed to still have a script.
He's been doing that this week a lot, like flashing chats up and bringing them down real quick.
Yep.
Which I think is a couple of things. Number one, he doesn't want them up at all, but his OCD, I don't know what program he's using, but he must have to bring them up to like clear them.
Oh, yeah, possibly.
So he's he's tapping them real fast. I pray for a man or a woman in my chat telling me I drank their cum. How much fun would we have with that? Like, just put it up and like, what are you doing? If you didn't do it, you didn't do it.
But
like,
also, I love
about it.
His now response to that is, oh, you guys still believe that thing? Yes. Once you learn of something, you believe it. Why would time going by make us think like he probably never even ate that cum?
The thing from 3 months ago, you're still on that?
Right.
That hilariously visual detail. That was the hit of Hackmania.
Right, where there was actual text message from the person who witnessed it.
Yep.
Another real quick macro thing that I noticed this week is all the language that I had called out that he was using last week, SJW and cancel culture.
Yep.
Was not there this week.
Wow, you're right.
He didn't call anybody in SJW this week, and he didn't say cancel. They're trying to cancel me or whatever. Like, he was using that multiple times a show for weeks, and that's gone this week.
Someone else pointed out, Pretty Antisocial rags on Erin for his clothing selection from time to time, and he's been changing that up lately too.
He's gotten a lot of new shirts, and actually, when he had that big volcanic situation on his forehead, we said, why don't you just wear a hat and cover it up when it looks that bad? The very next show, and it's the only time he's worn a hat since. It's cleared
Isn't that
up.
funny? Yeah. Funny how that works.
Undershirts are back too.
Yeah, he's got a collared shirt.
Worn for a while.
Black undershirt. Yeah, it's interesting.
Summer.
Not wearing the Vikings jersey. Tim Bollinger coming in again. How about Carl leaves to go to his weekly concert or clubfoot convention or whatever, and everyone else stays and continues the show? No, I know that Patrick has to get out of here. He's got a show coming up tonight. And I do have a show tomorrow with the Isotopes at Radio Social. If you're in the Western New York area, come down and see my band, the Isotopes, with producer Chris and Lucy Tightbox and Croge and the whole gang. We actually have a bunch of guest singers coming on to sing cover songs with my instrumental band. Turbo 7049.
I'll send 50% every donation I get at my legal offense fund for my FRA. For a frivole, sham lawsuit to Carl. I just need to string this shit out long enough to bankrupt that bald weasel for the second time.
It should only take about 2 weeks.
That's the plan. That's what I was going to say earlier. I don't think I brought this up yet, but somebody had a funny name for this lawsuit, the skull suit. Familiar with the lull suit? This is the skull suit. I can't read this name from there, but it's somebody who dabbles.
The pending felony revenge porn charge might be a turnoff to potential dates too.
Versed in that dabble, yes. I would imagine someone Googling him and seeing that he has revenge porn charges looming over him, you'd be like, huh, and you want me to send you nudes? Probably won't. Probably not.
The whole point of this show is that it's almost not the crimes he commits, but it's how he handles them and how he responds to them that's almost worse.
Yep.
If he did go on a date and she asked him that, there's a chance he could prove himself to be a very open, vulnerable, real person and answer her question. But we know what he would do. He would do this show for an hour and a half, and she'd be like, "You're crazy. You're not going to make the goal with me tonight."
No goal.
By the way, could you pay for these jalapeno poppers?
Captain Stoned Crab coming with $50 right here at the end. Thank you.
I hope that you take the stuttering, mumbling Lusa down. I'll mention you on September 2nd.
Oh, that'd be amazing, Howard. If you can bring up the lull suit between John and Shuli and myself, we would really appreciate that. And thank you for the $50. Needed more than ever. I want to see Haley's Yonkers.
Get in line.
Can we get a P-Melt Wee?
Wait! Oh, Jesus.
We did it. We did it. We're doing it. Haley, thank you so much for coming on. Of course, people can check out Pretty Antisocial. When's your next show on YouTube?
Wednesday at 11. We're having Pat Dixon on to discuss some of all of the karmic Felicia stuff. So definitely come and check us out Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern.
Would you say you're in lockstep with the Pat Dixon concern?
Yes. As a matter of fact, wait till you see the thumbnail. It's so fucked up. I was listening to your show and it's like, that's exactly what it says. So of course we are. But yeah, we want to pick his brain a little and try to understand some of this timeline a little bit better, because there's a lot that is getting sort of mixed up. So we'll have him on then. Should be fun.
Excellent. People will check that out. And of course, Patrick, people should check out Nobody Likes Onion. Subscribe.
Yeah, we'll do members only tonight. And yeah.
If you don't have a membership for Nobody Likes Onions, what are you doing?
It's $1.99 to watch live. Come on.
That's all it takes. Adam Bush.
Yes, WATP every Wednesday. We will be at the Content Hotel September 4th in the Catskills, New York, and I will be on the Dick Show with Dick Masterson this Sunday, so check that out.
Oh, that's exciting.
And I'll be in Detroit. I'm coming to Detroit.
The live show in the Catskills September 5th, actually, 7:30 p.m. for Who Are These Podcasts. But we'll be down there on the 4th. We'll be hanging out all weekend. We're going to go see Dave Landau. He's performing Thursday night. There's a whole bunch of other shows and things going on. People will be hanging out all weekend. We'll be there. You should come down, check that out. And then, yes, Detroit is sold out, of course, at the Magic Bag on September 12th. But
I know
Patrick will be there. Cardiff will be there. Some other people. Dave Landau will be on that show.
When Aaron's going on talking about how we're all coping, I would love to see a juxtaposition of you guys on stage, sold out in Detroit, like the last laugh as they're applauding, and then the last moment of Aaron's show when the camera just pulls back and it's just him alone in this empty room, and all those people he was looking at were nobody and nothing, and you realize the hour and we is just a fucking fantasy. That's what I want to see.
See, this man is a director. That is a vision right there. That's the closing scene. That's brilliant. I love that.
Like how long do you think he sits there when he turns it off? Like, do you know that this is going to be very, very niche, but do you know the scene in The Social Network after Mark Zuckerberg makes the site live, and he kind of closes his eyes and he just rocks.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know that scene?
Yes.
That's my picture where he's just like,
yep.
It's just that 9 Inch Nails hum in the background.
I think it's a mix of that and when the Disney park character or the Santa finally gets to take their head off and just
The problem is that then he goes, all right, we got to hit the goal tonight. That's his next immediate thought.
Never stops.
There's another
But
goal
in that
tonight.
in-between breath, it's just everything.
This has been a lot of fun. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
There's a show in town, it's going down. Every week we're back on solid ground. Steel toe slipping, but we're gripping. Got the tea to spill, it's always flipping. From April's scrim to Erin's glee. Oh, this drama's just a spree. Polydrama, legal trauma. Another win, oh, that's the karma. This little piggy went to YouTube. This little piggy's on Rumble now. This little piggy's begging for dollars. And this little piggy's breaking down. Wow, every week we're cabbage flow. Tune in for this little piggy show. From revenge porn to felony, it's a circus, can't you see? The toe is bent, the goal is spent. His empire crumbles, all hell sent. April's playlist on repeat. Erin's lies we can't defeat. The countdown's on, it won't take long to see this piggy squeal his song. This little piggy went to YouTube. This little piggy's on Rumble now. This little piggy's begging for dollars. And this little piggy's breaking down. Wow, every week moving cabbage flow. Tune in for this little piggy show. Oh, this little piggy ain't missing a thing. Just sit back, laugh, and watch the